Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And your other host, Justin.
So today I've got a tea that seems to be blending in here. Or not tea, coffee. I've got Chameleon Organic Coffee. This is their dark black and bold. We tried it black, and Justin immediately ran over and spit it into the sink because he's a little bitch.
Yeah, I mean, you even said, and I quote, "I don't drink coffee black."
Yeah, I don't drink coffee black, but I still swallowed the taste I did of it black. You went and spit it in the sink.
I did not. No, I was like, it smells good. It smells great. I think I might like it.
It does smell good.
It does smell great.
I do like it. It's supposed to be a bittersweet. I'm not necessarily getting that.
You're not getting the
but I put too much cream in mine because I seem to always screw up, and it ended up not being a problem like I thought. So I think the flavors of the coffee combated the extra cream pretty well. What do you got over there?
I got me a Lipton green tea lemon ginseng that is very strong on the ginseng.
What exactly is ginseng?
It's like an all-around, all-purpose herb that's supposed to just be...
So grass.
Well, grass doesn't have any nutrients. This is like full of nutrients that's supposed to like...
Tell that to cows.
Yeah, okay. You
Okay,
got
no,
me.
what is ginseng?
It's like a cure-all that isn't really...
What does it look like? He's going to Google it for me because I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know what ginseng is. Oh, it's
like a root.
Okay.
Like it's like a little sparse.
Not at all what I thought it would look like.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's ginger, but
yeah,
but other spectrum.
Yeah, it's a mandrake. Gotcha.
Without the screaming.
Yeah. Well, you keep screaming about the ginseng.
I do not. I'm not a big fan of the ginseng, but I'm drinking it. It's not undrinkable. It's not that coffee.
I love the Google things here. You just typed in ginseng, and now we got people ask, what are the benefits of ginseng? Does ginseng help sexually? Why is ginseng bad for you? How long does it take to feel the effects of ginseng?
And it says 15 to 30 minutes after consumption.
What exactly is it supposed to do?
Let's find out. What are the benefits of ginseng? Lower blood sugar and cholesterol levels, reduce
you can use
stress.
That too.
Promote relaxation.
That too.
Treat diabetes.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either. And manage sexual dysfunction in men. No, I don't need that one. And also boost energy. So I mean,
great.
Yeah, it's a median for that kind of thing. So yeah, all right.
We've got you over here on uppers. Great.
uppers and downers
all at the same time.
Yeah.
Trying to even keel.
All right, let's go ahead and start by slapping PlayStation in the back of the head. PlayStation Plus this week.
I'm not slapping them in the back of the head for this. I personally wasn't mad about this decision.
I think they should have had both these games.
Oh, they're not going to do that. That's just money lost.
Money lost for niches from what they've been saying.
I'm telling you, I don't think that was the reason. Sorry. Talk about it.
Okay. PlayStation Plus is about a day ago did a bit of a switch up. They switched from Pro Evolution Soccer 2019, pulled that and put in Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain.
Okay. So Pro Evolution Soccer I can see not being a big thing because FIFA is the big thing.
FIFA is the big thing.
However, with the women winning just the other day and they're going on, our women's soccer team is going on to the finals. Big deal. Kick ass. Congrats, ladies. I think that's why they changed it because now they're hoping, oh wait, people might start buying soccer games again.
Maybe.
You know.
I mean,
is Detroit Become Human a bad thing to get for free?
I mean, I don't like David Cage, so I'm biased. I will admit that firsthand. I'm not a big fan of his writing as of recent. Always throwing Ellen Page in there. No.
Oh, is he the Beyond Two Souls guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched Let's Plays that I didn't actually play it. It seemed more like a movie than a game. But I was watching someone, so I don't actually know. Was it more of a movie than it was a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy Rain is that as well, but it had some fun elements to it.
Jason! Sean! Yeah, see, but with Heavy Rain, I was at least immersed into that one. Beyond Two Souls didn't get me into it. And I like Native American culture and stuff like that, and even when you have the whole scene where she's out in the desert and everything, just wasn't pulling me in.
No.
Didn't do it for me.
Heavy Rain was probably one of the only ones. I don't mind Fahrenheit, or as Americans know it as Indigo Prophecy. That game I would say is a close second just because it plays just like Heavy Rain with all of its hard notes.
I see it everywhere. I haven't played it. It's available on my...
I recommend it if you got the time. It's a bit of a lengthy one if you're wanting to do some extra stuff, if you're not wanting to quote unquote screw up. Mm-hmm. Because Heavy Rain, there are some very small details that they wrote in there that I was impressed with.
It's like Butterfly Effect the game.
Kind
Without the
of.
time travel. Every little thing you do.
A little bit of time travel.
Yeah.
A little bit of time travel. But it's both of them, Heavy Rain and Indigo Prophecy, good games. Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, there's another one.
Okay, it's like, okay, so which one are you the most familiar with? Which one did you play the most?
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain? Okay, how long do you think Heavy Rain is? How many hours? Best guess.
5 hours.
Okay.
And that's if you're not going back and changing things.
Okay, so 5 hours. How much of that do you think is actual gameplay?
15, 20 minutes.
Of the 5 hours?
Because it's all quick time events and moving around and inspecting things.
Yeah, see, and that's where I'm like...
David Cage is a hoity-toity Frenchy boy. I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it. I'm not going to pull my punches. He is a smart person. I'm not going to take that away from him. But damn, is he pretentious.
Hold on, did you just take a shot at the French?
One very particular Frenchman.
You know I'm French, right?
Yeah, I have French in me too. Fuck off. Mostly Irish, but fuck off.
Yeah, no, I'm more Dutch than anything.
But one very particular game that he made way long time ago, back in '99, is confusing to me. And I'm showing you right now.
I've seen this before.
David Bowie
Yeah.
signed off on the music along with a guy from, I believe, The Cure.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Bowie lent his voice and his musical talents for this strangely god-awful train wreck of a video game. Terrible controls, terrible story.
But he didn't know it was going to be terrible like that.
David?
Yeah.
Oh, he read the script and said, I am all for this.
No, I'm saying he didn't know the controls were going to suck.
Oh, yeah, no, of course not. Of course not. But I'm just saying that he got pulled into, the idea of it.
That's one of the things, after Bowie passed, Lauren went through a big... She was already a huge Bowie fan, but she kind of went through a big thing where she started looking into some of his smaller things that we'd kind of glanced over the years, and you really realize he wanted to be more than just a musician, and he was given a few opportunities, and sadly they didn't all take off. I mean, we all love The Labyrinth and David Bowie's crotch in it.
Specifically that.
Yeah. But it's like, did you know that he did a whole little sketch thing with Ricky Gervais?
No.
Oh, it's freaking great. You got to watch it later.
Oh, hell yeah, I do.
He starts making fun of him being a chubby little fat man. He's playing on piano and singing a song to it.
Oh,
and
I
everything.
would fucking
it's
lose
hilarious.
my mind.
Yeah, and he's like my all-time favorite part in Zoolander. Just comes out to he's the judge for their like fashion show, fucking fashion off, whatever you want to call it. And when Zoolander can't pull his underwear out of his pants, he's the one that slaps on the ground and goes, disqualified. That's David.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He even plays a little bit of Let's Dance when he kind of stops and poses.
Dance.
Yeah. I like David a lot.
But other than that, I'm not mad at them doing the replacement, but I think they should have maybe thrown it in there for those who wanted it, because having it announced 2 weeks ago and then having it pulled at the last minute, I don't know.
Do we know for a fact that it was they pulled it and not the company that made the soccer game change their mind?
It showcased that it was Sony that pulled it.
Okay.
So
I don't know then.
I don't know either.
But like I was saying with David Cage, I don't personally have anything against him.
No.
My issue is I don't like video games that are movies.
Yeah.
I didn't get very far into the fourth Uncharted before I was like, this is a movie. I've been playing the game for an hour and I've played the game for 20 minutes.
Lipton, I demand more lemon in your lemon ginseng.
I got lemon in the fridge.
Yeah, you got lemon in the fridge. But I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's just me in games though. Is like I want to be doing stuff, and I start to get a little annoyed of like, okay, I want to play the game. That's why I bought it. That's why I spent $60 on this. Is I want to play the game. And when I spend $60 on a movie, I'm like, okay, but I literally just went and bought movies last night for $20. And I got 4 movies.
Yeah.
So
yeah, who's the real winner here?
Speaking of which, I'm not gonna say where because I actually love this place and I don't want to give them any bad publicity. However, they had Far Cry 4. Is that 5? Not the one that they just came out with, but the one before that.
4.
The one that takes place here in America.
Oh, 5.
5. Okay, so there's a new one after that where it's after the bombs go off.
That's DLC technically.
No, it's a separate game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Oh, so it's like Enter the Blood Dragon.
Or kind of like how Primal used a map from one of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 5, the one that takes place out here, $36.
Yikes.
Like for the most hated game in the franchise, really, guys? Come on, people, move on. That Far Cry game is done. We can move on to your thing.
They're not done.
Well, no, Far Cry's not done. That game is done.
Oh, that game is done. Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for a good Far Cry.
So
I'm happy.
something that I'm hoping to try somewhere down the line. I know you're not excited, but I'm neutrally excited. KFC and Cheetos did a bit of a handshake over in Japan, and it crossed the sea.
For all 4 of these, or just one thing crossed the sea? Because I only saw the advertisement for the one.
Oh, all of them, dude. Popcorn,
okay, see, I didn't know about these other 3.
Yeah, popcorn chicken, their mixer bowl, the Cheetos, and something else covered fries, and then their Cheetos crunchy chicken sandwich.
Okay, so I wouldn't try the mixer bowl because it's mac and cheese.
Okay.
If that was potato, I would try it.
I don't know.
It looks like mac and cheese to me.
Cheeto loaded fries.
Yeah, right. There's the bowl.
Yeah, mac and Cheetos bowl.
Yeah, no. See, with it being mac and cheese, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
However, the fries, I'm down to try.
I'm down
to try the fries.
I'm down to try the popcorn chicken because it has the flavoring and it's the flaming hot.
Now, the reason why we're talking about this is 1, we like food. 2, they introduced a new drink as well.
Oh, yes, they did.
From a very video game oriented company. The one Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, Sweet Lightning.
Was that what it was?
Sweet Lightning.
It looks interesting, and I want to try it. And I think Mountain Dew's doing a smart thing because, Baja Blast ended up being this huge success that, them and Taco Bell never expected. It's basically Mountain Dew mixed with Powerade. And now you've got, the Sweet Lightning one. I'm ready to try this. I'm ready to go to KFC just to try that. The Chester Cheetah is dressed as the Colonel.
I have to admit,
I kind of like it.
It's a good push. It's a good push.
Have you noticed how creepy the newer commercials are, though? Chester got weird.
Chester probably got a little weird. He's been trying so hard, but the cheese addiction got to him.
Yeah. I like the old commercials from when we were kids.
Oh, yeah. Where he's just running all over the place with cheese.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerously cheesy.
So, yeah, that lightning one, does it have, lemonade in it?
It said it had, Southern Comfort type, so it had peach and, I think, apricot. Hang on.
Interesting.
Googling!
Lightning. I'm not the biggest Mountain Dew fan, but when Mountain Dew comes out with new flavors, I try them.
Okay, here we go. Exclusive for that, artificial sweet peach and smooth honey.
Sweet peach and
so
smooth
I was
honey.
I was right. It wanted to do the Southern Comfort.
Yeah. I don't know where I was getting lemonade. I mean, lemonade's also kind of a Southern thing. So
yeah. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I enjoyed when we were talking about the Mountain Dews.
Mm-hmm.
I said that I enjoyed almost all of them. The only one I had a problem with was the Pitch Black.
Oh, we tried
because it stained my tongue and it just made me feel like I have to drink water afterwards because of that. But it was delicious. There was nothing wrong with any of them. It's just Pitch Black was the only one I had a problem with.
We just tried, and we had you try some of it too. The new 50 flavored
Freedom Brew.
Freedom, yeah. It's a big thing they're doing because America's celebrating its birthday tomorrow, which is why we're doing today's episode today. But it's supposed to be 50 flavors in one. It tastes like you're drinking liquid
cotton candy.
No, cotton candy for you, but for me, I'm telling you, Lifesavers.
I can get a little bit of hints. I would need to try it again. But...
mainly the gummy Lifesavers. Lauren says the hard ones. I think the gummy Lifesavers. So, I'm all here for the new flavor trying. I keep dropping that today. I'm all here for the new flavors today. I don't know about the new Cheeto thing though.
Also, did you know Mountain Dew had a caffeine-free variant?
I thought, yeah.
I never knew this.
I've never had it because that doesn't appeal to me. But I know, I've heard of it.
I never saw it. Wow.
Well, you gotta remember there was this big thing where parents were more upset about the caffeine in the soda than they were the sugar. So.
Oh. All right. All right. Back over to maddening things. Do you think?
Sure.
All right. So you already know my spiel with Epic Games. Epic Games is doing another lock-off because of something that got backed in Kickstarter, and that's Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3 immediately leaned in and said, "Oh, okay, we're gonna distribute to Epic Games." Backlash.
Well, yeah, it's exclusive.
It's exclusive
to Epic. That's why. It's not like they're going to Epic and everywhere else, and they're like, "What? Why?" Yeah, it's exclusive to Epic.
Yeah, and then immediately, as soon as a couple days later, they turn around and say, "Okay, we'll give you refunds from the Epic store. Sorry, we didn't understand that this was going to be a problem. If you want to wait one whole year for it to pop onto Steam, we'll give you the keys when it pops onto Steam. And some people are actually like, I'll wait another year to play Shenmue 3.
Okay.
The fact that they're standing up to saying, I'll wait that year, go ahead and just give me the Steam key, and saying I don't want it on Epic Store and just saying I'll wait for it to fall into Steam is bringing a nice warmth to my heart.
Because you're a Steam boy.
Because I'm a Steam boy. But at the same time, Steam doesn't have exclusivity to anything.
No.
Like, they'll have exclusives for, like, add-ons that don't make the game, like, superiorly different to any other. Like, it's skins. It's minor.
Yeah.
Like, Rocket League has a few TF2 type skins.
But it makes sense, though.
Yeah.
I mean, TF2 is their thing.
Yeah.
Just like Xbox has Xbox skins for Rocket League.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just minor details and...
And PlayStation... Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah. PlayStation has a dirt brown skin.
What is Shenmue?
Shenmue is
that the one where you have to walk up the mountain?
You asked me this the last time, and I said I don't know.
The one you have to walk up the mountain.
Probably, more than likely. But all I know is Shenmue is a well-beloved, nice little detective-style game where you figure out what's wrong with...
It's either that or it's the whale's brother. Shamu.
Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll catch you guys next week. We'll talk about the movies that I saw last week. Jesus fucking Christ!
You weren't expecting that one. It was great. I've had that in my mind since you first decided we were going to talk about Shenmue 3 today.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. We're supposed to be doing a podcast. We're supposed to enjoy each other's presence when we're doing this. We're supposed to be in a safe...
Oh, we're supposed to enjoy each other's presence? Oh, we need to stop doing this right now.
We're supposed to be in a safe, comfortable place when we do this.
Dude, the alarm's off. We're not safe.
Oh my God.
Actually, 1 and 2, I think, just went backwards compatible.
1 and 2 went backwards compatible, and they just dropped on Steam.
Okay, so yeah, really rough time for 3 to not be coming available everywhere.
It is a bit strange, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad that, as said, gamers are rising up. Gamers rise up. Man, that Shamu joke's just fucking hitting me. But I mean, I'm a happy boy when it comes to...
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Look up Shamu 2, mountain walking.
Shenmue.
I'm pretty sure this is the game.
Walking across a mountain.
Yeah, you have to actually walk the legitimate time it takes to walk the mountain in real life.
It says 9 minutes 45 seconds.
That's not the whole thing.
I would assume that's the start of it.
And it's like, for the most part, you get like crappy story things throughout.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Are you reacting to the A, B, whatnot, or?
Well, the fact that this is Dreamcast, my dude.
Yeah.
This is old. And I'm just like watching him run, and I just see down in the bottom right this huge
it's like
winding path.
It's like an hour or two. And then there's like a quick time event that if you fail it, you're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And he basically just falls in water and gets wet. And then the lady helps him out, her.
Oh, yeah, right here's that scene. Okay.
No, not this. It's a different scene.
Jump carefully.
No, yeah, but it's a different scene. It's yeah, no, it's not this one. There's just these little rocks that she kind of doink, doink, doink hops on. This is the bridge being out. This is different.
Oh, no. Is it going to be a quick time event? Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what happens if you fail that one.
Oh, he succeeded. Damn it. But, okay. I mean, Shenmue is a very, very story-driven game, even though Ryo is not a bright person.
Well, when you're the brother of a whale. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Do you want to talk about this month's games?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about this month's games. Let's go all the way. There's a lot of games to talk about. So.
I'm already bored with this. Never mind.
That's fine.
This month's games. Let's go.
Actually, I should have had my list pulled up. Hang on.
Oh, Justin.
Yes.
Justin.
What?
So,
there's a fly right there. Smack it.
Where?
Right there. Oh,
this is riveting radio. Or riveting podcasting.
It is pretty good. Please tell me they'll sign me in. Oh, no. Do I have to do a login? Yeah, no, never mind. So, it looks like I'm not going to have any dates, but I'll tell you what comes out this month. How about that? So, bear with me.
While you do what?
While I do what?
You said bear with me.
Yeah, the game is called Bear With Me.
Okay.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
No, I'm asking you, who's on first?
That's the name of the guy.
No, who?
Yes.
Who?
Anyone that doesn't know Abbott and Costello think we're having strokes right now.
Oh my god, if you have not seen it.
Do you realize, like, that's not even our parents? Like,
That's further back.
yeah, like not even my grandparents. Maybe my grandparents.
Yeah, I would say your grandparents.
Roughly.
That's
You gotta remember, my grandparents were young.
Okay, early grandparents, like 12, 13, would you say?
Maybe. I mean,
50s.
my grandfather, we'll put it this way. My grandfather was like in his teens to his 20s when Kennedy died.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow.
Yeah, they were young.
Oh, okay.
They died young too.
Okay, but even so, Bear With Me is a hand-drawn child's imagination where her bear is a private detective.
And there's a hockey mask in the closet. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's got a few hints and tones. It's all black and white. I'm excited for this, and his name is Ted E. Bear.
That's not the worst.
Not the worst, but yeah. Oh wow, yeah. This
We should call him Theodore.
Yeah, it already released on Steam a while back, but I just thought I'd brush up on it that it's going to be released this month. They Are Billions is releasing on Switch. There's a lot of games releasing on Switch this month.
Yeah, Switch is picking up a lot of the games that have already come out for other consoles and kind of breathing new life into them by bringing them to a new platform.
Yeah, like They Are Billions. They Are Billions is a huge real-time strategy base building game.
Well, it says release date was June 18th.
2019.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And it's hitting Switch this month.
To be fair, it was on early access.
Okay.
So it had a little bit before then.
Gotcha.
But yeah, They Are Billions is kind of like StarCraft meets tower defense-ish, kind of.
Meets zombies.
Well, yeah. I mean,
meets steampunk.
Meets a little bit of steampunky, meets a little bit of Nikola Tesla.
Cool.
And I mean, the big battles that happen are just massive.
Speaking of Nikola Tesla, there's a new Tesla movie coming out with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Bandito Cumberbund?
Yeah, the movie was filmed like a year or two ago. They're just now releasing it this year.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been sitting on it for a bit. I think Spider-Man's in it too. Tom Holland?
Tom Holland. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. But that one releases on the Switch later on this year. This month. Yes. So one that I just showed you the trailer of called Sea of Solitude.
Yes.
I'm.
Do you want me to tell you what the game's about?
I mean, sure, if you want.
I have no idea what the game's about based off this trailer. Something about water and something about weird creatures and a hairy kid.
Yeah, you are playing as a hairy person, and then there's a giant fish-like being, and you're going to school with other hairy-like creatures. It's very Shadow of the Colossus, where you don't know what you are and you don't know what you're getting yourself into. It involves a lot of water and boats and being eaten or trying not to be eaten.
At one point, you become Moses because the water separates.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm super keen to.
It looks interesting. I'm not trying to be a downer on it. I'm just saying this trailer didn't explain shit.
Maybe that's for the best for some of these trailers, because explaining too much is what some trailers do nowadays.
You can definitely give too much away in a trailer, especially for movies. But I need to at least know what I'm playing. You know, like if you want me to get hyped for it, I gotta understand a little bit. You were upset about this one, and which I found weird because I thought you'd be all for the retro style.
I'm all for the retro style. I just thought it would be a little bit better made. But then again, I guess that's just I don't know. It came off very blocky and deconstruction-y. Stranger Things 3, the game, is being released onto the Switch, and it doesn't look too great.
It's very retro-y.
It's very retro-y, but it also looks, I don't know. I felt like, I don't know. We've come a long way for pixel art, and it just.
But that's the thing, though. I think that's where you're looking at this wrong. Is you're going, we've come a long way for pixel art. People make retro-styled games that look beautiful.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a game made in the 80s. This isn't supposed to be a game made now. Because you're playing Stranger Things 3.
You are playing Stranger Things.
And previously they had done a Stranger Things mobile game that covered for Stranger Things 2. And that had actually kind of led in with introducing, I think, a new creature that shows up in season 2. So I'm wondering what this will introduce for season 3. However, this is coming out after season 3.
Yeah.
Season 3 comes out, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So while we're on Stranger Things, a few companies have been turning their logos upside down to make a little nod, such as Levi changed their Twitter photo to where it's their normal Levi logo, but it's upside down because of the upside down. And I want to say, was it Fortnite is doing a Stranger Things thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and they're even doing a crossover.
Yeah, well, I mean, Levi's were big in the 80s. Now Levi's are big now, but
Yeah.
I wear Levi's.
And you said who else?
Oh, isn't Fortnite doing a Stranger Things thing?
I
I think they are. Oh, not on Twitter.
Ooh. That's a nice costume.
Yeah, I like that you can go, ooh, that's a nice costume, but that you're like, I hate Epic Games.
I hate you. Stranger Things.
Now, the thing is we don't want to hate Epic Games. They're just making it so easy.
They are. Like, they're making it both easy and then very difficult because you have a very artistic side to the entire Epic Games, and then they're like, this, that. And
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, portals are popping up in Fortnite from Stranger Things.
Cool.
So, you can go to the Upside Down.
Yeah. And did you know they had a concert featuring Marshmallow?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
So I was telling you earlier, the only thing I know about Marshmallow is who Marshmallow is because of the helmet thing.
Yeah. That's
just same thing with Deadmau5.
Yeah, you know because of their symbolism.
Yeah, there was an advertisement for Skrillex out here, and I didn't recognize him because I don't know what Skrillex looks like. Lauren recognized him, but only because she knew about him from the band he was in before he was Skrillex.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's nothing against them. It's just it's not my kind of music. So
yeah, no, you're not into the electronic.
Yeah,
but I mean, I'm glad that Epic is reaching out to other companies and getting handshakes for Fortnite because they actually got Keanu Reeves and
they did 2 different Marvel events.
They did 2 Marvel events. They actually got Keanu Reeves for a John Wick.
That reminds me.
Ugh.
Can we touch on the 6 minutes added to Endgame? Because I know what it is. I don't know if you looked into it.
I did not look into it, but
this is spoilers for anyone that actually wanted to go back and rewatch Endgame. For that 6 minutes extra that they were doing, and you had to go in and buy a full movie ticket again to see 6 minutes extra. It is all post credits. One is Stan Lee. It's a recording of him talking, and they play it over just images of him, like footage from him doing his other cameos.
Oh.
So it's not even actually a cameo or anything like that. It's just kind of a little tribute that they did.
Okay.
Another thing is a little like Hulk thing. Not even actually like anything big with the story, and they didn't even go back and finish the CGI on it. It's incomplete. Yeah.
Okay.
So they didn't even take the time to finish the CGI and put it in.
Okay.
Yep. So the 6 minutes is not worth it.
I wouldn't have.
Wait for the DVD.
Yeah. Wait for everything.
Wait for the Blu-ray.
Yeah. The director's cut.
Wait for I won't even put it in direction. It's unfinished stuff. It'll just go in bonus features, deleted scenes, things like that. Far From Home is the end of Phase 3 and sets up Phase 4 from what we understand. So that means anyone looking for the box set, if you don't want to buy Endgame right now, you want to wait for the box set, you're waiting till at least when Far From Home hits DVD, if not longer.
So end of October, maybe November.
This movie's doing well, or track to do well, so we'll see. There's also rumors that they're talking 6 total Spider-Man movies. I think the goal is they're going to build the Sinister Six, and then the 6th one will be the final showdown.
Oh.
That's rumors right now. Kevin Feige did come out and say that they are not doing anything with the Netflix characters until the 2 years is up, but once the 2 years up, they do have plans. What they're going to do, he's like, I already gave you a big spoiler by saying we have plans. There's characters there we like. But
John Bertha and a Batman.
Hopefully, but not Bertha Batman.
Bertha Banana and a Batman.
But I mean,
Bertha Banana.
You have
Berthanol.
I'm spacing on her name. Oh, Jessica Jones.
Oh God.
What's the actress's name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ritter.
Okay.
You got her saying that she's done doing Jessica though. So
yeah.
Hopefully the rest come back and maybe they have to recast Jessica, or maybe they can all convince her and they can go do something fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll go back to this month's video game news unless you had anything else to say on Marvel.
Nope. Okay. I'm hearing that they have plans when Netflix drops them completely. I'm hype.
Yeah, he didn't want to name any characters though, because
we both know. We both know Daredevil's coming back.
he said there's a lot of fun characters there that there's a lot they want to do with. And I'm like, you're not talking Cottonmouth. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's going to be the bigs.
What kind of?
What? Well, yeah. He's trying to not spoil something for anyone that hasn't seen Luke Cage. Sorry, how about this? It's not going to be Shades. It might be Shades because the actor's popular, but
yeah. I mean, it could be. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, I would love for the next set of Punisher to be all of his major villains. Because technically...
One per episode.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, you got Barracuda, who is behind...
Barracuda.
Yeah, you got... Yeah, Barracuda. Where he stands behind so many people, and he just says, fight through them all. You get to me. And then when he finally gets up to him, Frank's just on death's door. And he's like, okay, my turn.
Okay, say they want to do the Russian. Would you be okay with them bringing back...
Kevin Nash?
Kevin Nash for
Hell yeah, I would.
But, like, giving him more than just one fight scene?
Give him actual things to say, because in the Punisher Max set, the one that I bought just recently at the con, he actually, talks to him. He actually mocks him. He's like, "Oh, that's so cute. Look at you."
I think the issue is I have a feeling Kevin Nash can't do a Russian accent. They may have to do like
the
pull some Darth Vader thing and like voice over him or something.
I think he can do it.
You think so?
The only downside is I don't think right now he can lift his legs further than maybe a few feet off the air.
Doesn't need to.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, as far as like doing big strides for a Russian man, because I heard during Magic Mike 2 he tore something.
He was in Magic Mike. That was a couple years ago though.
That was a little bit ago, but I don't know if
I even know he was in it. I didn't see either one of those. So
I saw one, but I didn't see two.
I
was like, oh wow, okay, this is a movie that I didn't really need to see.
We have a show out here now because of those movies.
Yeah,
called Magic Mike.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm excited. I'm beyond elated if they are going to bring in like Punisher, Daredevil, Luke. Iron Fist not so much, but I digress.
Iron Fist is not a bad character. It was just a rough first season. Second season started improving.
Started getting a little better.
Now, I do want to talk about one thing. You've seen Luke Cage season 1, so this is going to be a spoiler for Luke Cage season 1. Anyone that hasn't seen it, it's been out for a bit, but I want to give you fair warning. Just kind of turn your ears off for a second. The guy that plays Shades, he's in Sons of Anarchy. He's actually a character that our friend James really likes, because James was a big Sons of Anarchy guy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I told him that actor was in Luke Cage, that's what got him excited for Luke Cage, because he was like, I don't know if I'm going to watch it. And I was like, this guy's in it. And he's like, oh, fuck yeah. He's like, who is he playing? Like, he plays Shades. He's really cool, really badass character. Literally, the next episode I watch is the episode where you think they're going to kill Shades. And I'm like, oh crap, did I just tell him to watch something where they're going to kill the character that he likes? Luckily, Shades gets out of it. And spoiler. Okay, back to this month's games.
Okay, so EA Access. We already talked that it's finally coming to PS4.
Yeah, and I was telling you earlier, I feel like this is a weird timing to do it because of all the backlash that's coming out of EA between, the loot boxes and just other crap that EA's been pulling. Which now they're trying to say the loot boxes are not loot boxes. They
are random game enhancements.
Yeah, they're trying to get around the law that's being, the bill that's being talked about.
And I'm like, if you say it's DLC, it's DLC. If it's something that's supposed to give you that edge in like a single player game, that's fine. But if it's one that's in multiplayer, as we've said before, that's dumb. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. During the actual trial where they were trying to basically coerce the representative of EA into saying, "Oh yeah, these are loot boxes," that sort of thing. They kept using the same phrasing but wording it very, very differently.
Yeah,
just so that they can try and like run them around. And I'm like, this is the most asinine.
That's how those things work. Though.
I know, but it's just don't beat around the bush. Just say what you're gonna say it, and just call it a day. Don't waste everyone's goddamn time on.
The problem is that they know that EA knows that's what they're trying to get them to say, and EA knows that as long as they don't say that, they're gonna get to keep.
And they wound up saying it anyways, and then they were like, okay, well, meeting's adjourned. Okay, next day, same exact question came up, and it's like.
We saw something very similar with the. We're not going to get into this, but we saw something very similar with the Facebook stuff, where they're trying to trigger him to say a certain thing, It's a lawyer thing, anyways.
It's dumb.
But yeah, EA Access is on PlayStation. It's $5.99 a month, or $4.99 a month, or $29.99 annually, which is actually a really good deal.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I have EA Access on my Xbox. I will not be buying a second EA Access for my PlayStation. I don't think it converts over. So I'm just gonna stick with the Xbox one. I'm not gonna be giving EA that much money every month, and I'm actually gonna cancel it after this year's subscription ends, anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
unless they add a lot.
I mean, I'm sure they're going to start pulling in because something tells me they're going to go back to their older games and start pulling those.
Well, the problem is that a lot of the games they have on there, I already own.
Because,
like, they have the full Dead Space franchise. Have it.
But I mean, like, all of the Need for Speeds, the older ones, the original.
Does EA own all of those?
I believe.
I thought EA bought that a little ways in.
Well, they published them. I don't see why they wouldn't own them.
Okay, so that's kind of the thing. Disney owns Star Wars, right? Fox owned distribution rights, and it was this weird thing where I was like, was Disney going to be allowed to sell the original 6 movies? Because Disney owns the movies, but Fox owned distribution. Like, it's a weird thing. I don't know what the legal stuff is on EA and the Need for Speed games.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. Okay, fine. How about all the EA big games, such as SSX and
bring back?
I would love SSX 3 again.
Yeah,
like if they brought that back, I would honestly say that it's worth the $30 price tag because SSX 3 is probably the best snowboarding game in the world.
I think the big problem would be is when did some of those come out? Were they out on the 360? If so, great. You just need to make it backwards compatible.
GameCube? I actually don't know.
Well, the 360 was around while the GameCube was around.
I know, but I'm trying to remember what console I had the SSX 3 on. I think it was PlayStation 2.
Scroll down. PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube.
So it was on all three.
So the problem there is now they got to backwards compatible it for the Xbox from the PlayStation 2, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Or they have to make a new version that converts over, and it's like, what are they going to do on Xbox? On Xbox they could just do the licensing, make it backwards compatible because Xbox X1 can backwards compatible original Xbox games. But that's not going to work doing a GameCube version on the Switch. That's not going to work doing a PlayStation 2 version on the Xbox 4. Not Xbox 4, PlayStation 4. So it's kind of like what are they going to be willing to do? Also, you're all about it for the music.
That too. All of EA Big's things was the music. DJ Striker, DJ Atomica, DJ... Oh, no.
Striker's in another game, too.
He is, but I'm just saying during the time of EA Big,
yeah,
the music was just so goddamn good. Like, you started up SSX 3, you were hit with either, God. These are not the songs.
Are you sure on SSX 3?
Yeah, that's number 1. Damn it. There it is. Okay, here we go. Chemical Brothers. You were hit with Yellow Card, Way Away, like Nerd.
I think Yellow Card's still around, which is weird.
They are. Executioners, Caesars, Jerk It Out, the remix. Queens of the Stone Age, no one knows, but it's the remix. Felix the House Cat, Fatboy Slim, Thrice, Basement Jacks.
I find it weird that they picked Don't Let the Man Get You Down from Fatboy Slim because it's like,
you could have picked a better
There's
song.
like 5 songs people immediately think of when they hear Fatboy Slim.
You're right.
That is not one of them.
I mean, it wasn't a bad song.
It's not a bad song. I'm just saying it was a weird one to pick from Fatboy Slim. It was probably cheaper is what it was.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, shit, you got fucking Yellow Card.
They have Black Eyed Peas on there too?
Yeah, Black Eyed Peas down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, and Fisher Spooner, where it was the Junkie XL mix. Junkie XL did a lot of things for EA Big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love Junkie XL.
Well, because what happens is people are like, oh, I want to listen to this outside of the game. Well, I'm going to go buy a CD.
Yeah, and they even released it on CD, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I think in Images I saw it.
It works for it works for movies. Why wouldn't it work for games?
I mean, shit.
Now, so this is bringing something back to my mind. So
go for it.
You had EA Big, and then you had the normal EA Games, Challenge Everything. Well, there was another one, wasn't there? I think EA Big it's in the game.
EA Sports.
That's what it was. EA Sports is in the game, and EA Big was just EA Big, and then it was just EA Challenge Everything, right? Yeah. Was there another version of that?
There was the EA one for Maxim. Maxis? Maxis.
I was gonna say Maxim's the magazine.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. for the fucking.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't. It was just like a chime or something, though,
It was
right?
the chime and then the bobble.
Yeah.
Or what do they call it?
The little like shake or whatever. Yeah.
The thing in their head.
The diamond, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Sims diamond. But hey, this will lead us into other news too. Plumb bob?
That is called a plumb bob.
I've never heard it called. Oh, that.
Yeah.
All right.
You're saying.
But it just also reminds me of like all the different versions of Sega. Sega.
Yeah.
Sega. You know, there's just great versions of it. But this can lead us into the plumb bob can move us into another news story.
Okay. So another thing that's releasing later on this year is The Sims 4 is getting a huge DLC called Island Living, and it's $40 on its own, which is a weird thing to say for a DLC, but it adds a lot.
Well, no, I've seen the range from the $5 all the way up on what these DLCs are for The Sims, and I understand the differencing that they figure out. Where I run into an issue is that I love The Sims, and I actually enjoy Sims 4. My complaint is Sims 4 does not work very well on console. The controls are a pain in the ass, and I can't make it fit to the screen properly. Like, there's no screen adjustment on it. I have to change my TV settings rather than the game settings. And even that can actually fix it. So it's like, I want to buy this, but I'm kind of like, do I just hope that they do a sale version of the regular, like the PC version of The Sims 4 with this or something? Because buying it on console, I don't know.
Yeah, because the console controls.
Yeah.
I mean, it also promotes cleaning up beaches,
which is good.
Which is very good. There are multiple companies that are making biodegradable, like can holders or boxes, just so they just dissolve in seawater.
Mm-hmm. I've seen ones that the can holders are actually food that the like turtles and fish and stuff like that can eat. You know, I'm all for cleaning up our. He is watching Back to the Future too. The Sim was watching Back to the Future 2 in this video. That was Biff's Casino.
Okay.
But you know, I'm all for, you know, clean up the beaches, clean up the waters.
Yeah, I'm just all for taking care of our goddamn earth.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that too. But I'm all for, you know, games promoting that too. Another way to speak to people and stuff. So I don't see anything bad about this. I know that they were showing Sims 3 footage at first and then Sims 4 footage. I think the trees need a little bit of work.
Yeah, everything looks a little cell shady, but
oh
god, I saw it. Did you see it?
See what? There's a person swimming back there.
Hold on. See right over here.
Okay, I'm looking. What is that? Is that the gnome?
It's a gnome.
Oh, okay, the gnome's back. Good to know.
Good to know.
I missed the old days of the cheat codes for The Sims though, because like you can't do that on like the Xboxes now. It deactivates your achievements. I was like, you bastards.
Well, yeah,
I fully understand it, but it's like,
you bastards.
It deactivates it completely. Like I have to start a new game versus it's deactivated for a couple hours or something. Try again. You know. What else we got that's new?
Another Dragon Quest Builders game. A lot of people like Dragon Quest Builders 1, so I'm super happy. This one actually gives a little bit more for multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
So I'm keen for it. It's basically an RPG meets a building game.
Yeah, I saw a little bit for I saw a little bit for this one. Actually, I was at your least favorite place, and they were playing it on the TV inside.
I fucking hate that place.
So I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. And is this the one that's coming out with the weird box that you can set your controller on? That's the little blue guy. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool.
But yeah, this comes out later on this month.
Sweet.
Professor Lupo and his horrible pets.
Okay.
This one comes out in a little bit.
That totally looks like the ship from Event Horizon.
A little bit, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, actually, have you ever looked at the Event Horizon ship? It looks like the helmet from Dead Space. The Dead Space helmet design is total ripoff from the Event Horizon ship. Yeah.
Okay, that was a bit of a moment where I had to think about it.
Yeah, I'll have you compare the photos later.
This is a indie puzzle game where you gotta kind of corral aliens into their spots. It's a little tiny puzzle game to burn some time off. It's only, I think, Doesn't showcase any price, but I think I saw it for 20. So $20, I find it worth it. It's just if you're into puzzlers.
That's kind of cool.
Blazing Chrome. Now, I liked Contra back when. Would you say you liked Contra back when?
So I didn't actually own Contra, so I didn't play Contra until like modern day. I enjoyed it, but I don't have the Super Nintendo Contra experience that most people have.
Okay. Well, good news. Both the Contra collection just released last month, and this game called Blazing Chrome releases soon-ish. I don't know how soon-ish, but
the carts remind me of Battletoads.
A little bit, but it is reminiscent of the good old days of Contra. You can crouch down, shoot any direction, that sort of thing. Super keen for it. It's just I don't think I'm going to purchase it just because I want to buy the Contra collection first.
Gotcha.
What else we got? We got a game I was a little keen on earlier. It's called Summer Catchers. I wanted to mention it during our E3 coverage, but they didn't do anything at E3, so that's why I kind of pulled away. This game is an epic road trip adventure.
It's another pixel game.
It's another pixel game, but see, this one, I don't know, looks better to me.
Because this took more I think I figured it out. Okay. This is pixel as an art form. As where old games was pixel as this is what we can do with computers. So when they did the Stranger Thing one, they're doing it like the 80s games where it's this is what we can do with computers. It's not to make it an art project like most pixel games are nowadays. Because this right here is an art project. This is a game, and most games are art projects in a sense, but what they did with this pixel art, this is art.
Okay. I will take that flavor of criticism. I will take that. That does sound like what it would be.
Because this looks really good.
It looks really great.
I think it looks pretty. The backgrounds are great. The characters are great. The little details. Like the fact that there's little details in pixels. Like that's always interesting. But so yeah, it's a road trip adventure, you were saying?
It is a road trip adventure where you hop on your car and just go. There's small time puzzle elements where you got to figure out like Lemmings style, where you figure out what you got to do to progress in a certain direction. Like instead of hitting a tree or something, you're gonna hit it with a buzzsaw and quickly cut it down. That kind of thing. And like one of the enhancements is brakes. So you stop short of something that could do some damage.
The
to
hell
you.
Was that?
You've never seen Bigfoot before?
Okay, it's Bigfoot. Okay. It was kind of weird looking before.
Yeah, they did a little bit of liberties with some of the creatures in this game.
No, Bigfoot's my bud. I'm all for Bigfoot. Yeah. Bigfoot and Nessie.
Who?
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. I'm super hyped for this. I don't know.
So who's this one by?
This one is by Face It.
Is this something? Is like this their first go, or have they done something else?
Yeah, this is it.
All right. Well, I hope it works for him. It looks very interesting, and like I said, it's a very pretty looking game. I look at that shot right there with like the big ice elk.
Yeah, I can't zoom into that one.
It's fine, but that looks good. I like the way the shop looks too. Like it's very creative. Like I would want to visit that. Yeah,
it gives a nice sense, and it's just your quest to go through winter to reach summer.
Cool.
Yeah. Space Dance. Now, I don't know anything about this. I don't know shit.
It looks weird.
It just gave me a date, and I said, fine. Space Dance on Steam. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this one comes out on the 10th. It's a twin-stick shooter, and it looks like Geometry Wars, but with weird angles. I don't know. I just had it on my list. It looks okay.
Interesting.
I don't know how to feel about it,
Comes out on what, the 10th?
The 10th.
Okay. How much?
No price.
What is with these?
And it even says early access too.
Is it because you're not logged into Steam?
Even if I can't. I can't.
No, it's alright. I'm just wondering if that's why they're not showing us the prices.
I don't think so, because Steam with its summer sale right now would show us prices.
Oh, after that big snafu they had with the summer sale.
What do you mean?
Oh, people were pissed.
What happened?
You know how people get.
No, I don't.
Steam launched an apology. If you want to pull it up, Steam apologized for it. Steam apology, summer sale, something like that. Valve apologizes for confusing Steam summer sale Grand Prix event.
Oh, yeah, the weird dog thing. Okay. Yeah, I just signed up with Team Dog and said I'm happy with Corgi. And I said I'm happy, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I wasn't part of it, so it didn't bother me any.
Yeah, and I halfway did it.
Okay, so my coffee has officially gotten cold, and despite the extra cream, normally when I have like too much cream in a coffee and it gets cold, it gets kind of gross and I don't want to drink it. This still isn't that bad. I'm still liking this.
Which is it's like a frappuccino?
No, not at all, but like it's tolerable.
Tolerable.
There's a difference between having an iced coffee or a frappuccino and letting a warm coffee get cold.
All right, another one that I was somewhat interested in, called Soul Seraph. The
art is weird.
Art is very weird, but it's pretty at the same time. It's strange.
Yeah.
It's a weird middle ground that I don't feel comfortable with, but at the same time, it's a world builder, it's a hack and slasher, it's a tower defense, it's all different types of games. It's very pretty, but yeah, as you mentioned, it's very out of place.
So,
it's
by Sega.
It is by Sega.
Sega.
Swagga. And it comes out on the 10th.
Alrighty. Is it PlayStation only, it looks like?
I believe it is PS4 exclusive.
I have PS4, but...
For $15.
That's not bad.
Not even bad.
What else we got?
We have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. We already know your dislike of it. And
I just don't like that it's exclusive to the Switch.
And you also don't like the art style.
Yeah, the art style... Okay, let me clarify. It's a very good art style. It looks really good. They put work into it. I don't like that they changed the art style. There was 2 games that already had a great art style, and then when the third one's coming out, because it's on the Switch only, they took liberties and they changed the art style.
And I think
I don't like the new art style.
Also use some of the people that worked on like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So I mean, you can tell it's there. It's you can tell it's there.
A little bit.
But I mean, it's not a bad art style.
It's another one of the games though that is like the first 2 games came out and the Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't a thing. You know,
No,
they just came out and they did their shit. So this one is heavily influenced by the movies. I mean, you've got the Guardians. The playstyle even looks a little bit different for this one versus the first 2. But you've got the Guardians, and it's the James Gunn Guardian set. And they're fighting Nebula.
Yeah, Gamora looks a little different, but it ain't too.
Well, I mean, they're not making them look like the movie characters. So go and look at what Gamora looks like in like the mobile game I play, or I think she showed up in one of the Capcom games because of the popularity of the movies. They make her look more like the comic book character.
Rainbow Six Siege has a showdown, cowboy-esque one. Yeah, I'm not really. I was feeling excited when I first put it up, and then I'm just like, the few idle comments you made, I'm just like, yeah, you're right. It's gonna leave in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't like that. It looks really cool. It's all these old time weapons, and like I like a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But
and then when you said, oh yeah, it's gonna be gone in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be forgotten, I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Just like Quarantine, and the point I made was that the Quarantine one. Now all of a sudden they've got this new zombie Rainbow Six thing that they're working on. I'm like, so was Quarantine the test for that? Quarantine went over well for its limited time, so I'm wondering, is this a test for something? Why not just let us buy this for $5 if we like it afterwards?
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know, but all I know is it's going to be from the 6th to the 23rd. It has a 3v3. It's basically the game, but using older style weapons. I might hop into it. I might. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be a bad idea to hop in.
Give it a shot, see what it's like. I mean, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Speaking of enjoying it while I can, Sinking City.
Oh. Okay, so
but
you're enjoying the game.
I am enjoying the shit out of that game, but
there's just issues, and that's the thing. I want to clarify. I don't hate the game. You're enjoying the game.
I fucking love it,
but it needs a good polishing.
Oh yeah, that I will tell you. Who did it? Focus?
No, Focus is doing the Plague one. They're doing the new Rat Plague thing.
Okay, so it's Frogwares.
Yeah.
Frogwares. I appreciate what you did. I'm appreciating what you are doing. Like, you guys did really good on Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. But as far as leaning in toward, Cthulhu-esque and all these creatures that are clipping through the fucking walls.
I've died several times from creatures clipping through the walls and getting me.
We need you to patch that a little bit. We appreciate this game. Mad. I mean, it's a really good game. It's very good as far as investigation.
It does not hold your hand.
It slaps your hand.
I am having troubles doing the side missions because I can't quite figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And the game's not telling me, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it a couple of days. I can go online and see if someone can explain it to me.
Yeah. There is a place I'll show you later if we happen to hop into it. I'll show you that there are some things that you can learn information from. But other than that, it's...
Oh, I've already discovered the newspaper place in the police station.
Oh,
that's all fine.
Then, you have to kind of do, a little insider to figure out this is the place, this location is it.
No, okay, see, my issue isn't... Spoilers for anyone that hasn't gotten to the game yet. I've got the side quest thing, and it's, one of them is the ramblings of a guy that was going nuts and talks about going and finding the apple tree at this area. And so I go and I find the apple tree at this area, and I'm like, okay, I'm here. What the fuck do I do now? There's all these creatures, and I'm killing them. Except for the ones that clip through the walls and kill me.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
what do I do?
What do I do now?
Okay. Yeah, that could have been a little bit more straightforward.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in time they're going to add something that'll make it easier. And maybe fix up their bugs. Because, I had a dude. I was going downstairs to the first floor from running away from a guy on the second floor. He fell through the floor and smacked me. And I was like,
Yeah, no, I had one that was I had stepped back to heal and kind of regain some sanity, and he's clipping through the fence a little bit. He's taking swipes at me, but he's not making it through the fence. He's not he's just clipping through a little bit. He didn't actually get on the other side of the fence. But then all of a sudden, I just took damage and died. I was like, okay. So it needs a little work, but I'm not angry at it. I'll put some more time into it later. I needed a break for now.
I don't know. I keep going back and forth between that and Origins. I'm still playing
Assassin's Creed Origins?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm playing Shadows of Mordor still.
Shudu Mudu? Yeah. Now, Arc System Works. I'm a huge fan of their fighting games.
Okay, what have they done?
They have done a Kill la Kill game. And to those who don't know what Kill la Kill is, be very cautious with people around you while looking up things from Kill la Kill.
Yeah, I just saw a butt in the trailer on YouTube. So
yeah, and
there's boobs.
This game is very risque. The normal clothing is fine. The battle clothing is not fine.
But what I was asking is what other than Kill la Kill? So Kill la Kill is the game that's coming out this month from them. But
BlazBlue, DB Fighter Z, Guilty Gear. Oh god, I'm looking like a stooge right now.
Well, no, I mean you've named several, and more than I knew. I mean, one was more than I knew. So
yeah, I gotta figure it out though. There's one that I'm just trying to remember super hard.
BlazBlue.
Oh, Under Night.
Okay.
But
you got me with Fighter Z. Fighter Z is what I knew.
Yeah, everything here is so good. The only one that I would say I would pull away from is probably Cross Tag Battle from BlazBlue, because it's a 4-button fighter that does make sense for the Persona characters in it. That's all I needed to say. Whoop. But Kill la Kill If looks like a pretty good fighting game. It actually has some good art. And of course it's not to be played while there are other family members in the room if you don't want
No younglings.
It is very, very much so.
Now, did they get bloody with it at all, or is it just risque?
It's risque.
Okay.
Risque and a few kinks.
Okay. Yeah. Yep, there's the butt again.
There's a butt.
I don't know that I would get this purely because I don't know much about Kill la Kill. So I'd have to watch the anime still.
The anime's good. I recommend it.
Then there's the fact that I suck at fighting games. So.
But I liked Kill la Kill. I was happy with its ending. It had a good story to tell. All the characters were rather likable. There were no characters, even villainy wise or even chaotic neutral wise. They all had some good arcs and good conflict, good resolve. I got no problem with it. I wouldn't be mad if they did a season 2 and had the rest of the world being under this clothing affiliate. But the anime is bloody.
Yeah.
That one I will say.
That's why I was wondering if they went bloody with the game at all.
No.
Because I knew the anime was bloody.
The game, I think they had to draw it somewhere, but
They decided we'll show tits and ass to an extent. We just won't show blood and guts.
Sure.
It has an actual story mode, too, so that's always something I like when it comes to fighting games.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of story. It's the same thing with like the Call of Duty games, where, like when they were like, we're getting rid of campaign, I'm like, okay, but I like to play the campaign before I even get into the online.
Yeah. I would like a better single player just for first persons right now, because I like playing first persons, but I've already played most of the ones that I'm interested in, so I don't know how to generalize that. I don't know how to feel if they're not making them anymore.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
Mako's so cute.
Before I keep looking at boobs and ass on Kill la Kill.
I like Mako. Leave her alone.
I'm not talking about her. I'm just talking about in general.
Songbird Symphony. This one's another one that I was looking at, but the only downside is it is Switch. Well, PlayStation, but this one's coming out for the Switch this month.
Oh, when is PlayStation's like coming out later or something?
I think so. No, I think it's out for... Oh, okay. So this is already out for the PlayStation. It's coming out this month for the Switch.
Okay, well then there you go. You can get it on PlayStation.
I could get it on PlayStation. Well, I don't know. It's very youthful. It is super, super childish. It's like the splendor of what do they call it? Donkey Kong Country for when you were a kid. You know, it's super, super young.
Gotcha.
The only reason why I was interested in it because I mean it's a good throwback. Wolfenstein Youngblood releases this month.
I thought Wolfenstein Youngblood was already out.
Nope, releases later on this month.
Okay, 26th. Okay, I must have been thinking that it was coming out June 26th or something instead. Yeah. But okay, yeah, yay. More Blazkowiczes, more blood, more death.
Yeah,
that's about all I can say about it. I'm still currently playing number 2. So.
Oh, okay. The ending of number 2 will get you. It'll make you.
No, well, I already know about the head.
No, further than that. I'm talking the ending.
Well, I know about the girls.
Yeah, the ending. You'll see.
Like I said, I was sad with the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm right there beside you. I do enjoy Wolfenstein as a game. The story's a little out there.
Well, but the story being out there isn't bad. It works for it. So.
And then the last one that comes out later on this month, that's been pushing and pulling at my mind, called The Blackout Club, where it's a co-op survival, where you gotta figure out, how to either escape or investigate certain things. And it's got a cult that's just pulling your parents in, but not you, and you can see further than what you can. And I'm down with it.
It looks interesting. I
love cultists.
I'm liking the whole horror games where you can actually fight back is making more of a thing, because that's always been my problem with horror games is I hate horror games that I can't fight in, because it's like in real life I'm put up a fucking fight, Yeah. Like Amnesia, I've tried it. It just wasn't my thing. I don't like you better run, because that's all you can do.
Concur.
Outlast. I don't know, blasphemy, because everybody loves fucking Amnesia and Outlast, but Outlast, I had the first one and I didn't get very far in it because I kept dying, and I'm like, I don't like this. Like, let me fucking fight.
Yeah, give me a struggling chance.
Like, I like that in Aliens I can at least fight the humans. Alien Isolation, I can at least fight the humans if I can't fight the Xenomorph. And you can fight the Xenomorph once you get the flamethrower, I think, but I haven't made it that far, so. But I'm more of a Doom person. I'm enjoying, was it Dead by Daylight or whatever?
Yeah.
I like the Friday the 13th theme. But speaking of horror games, there's an Evil Dead game coming out. Bruce Campbell is doing Ash. It's the last thing he's doing. The information's been very back and forth on it. He made the mistake of coming out and saying it was a VR game and has had to come out and correct that. It is not a VR game. It's still a little ways out, from what I understand.
Oh, I'm down for this.
Have you ever played any of the older Evil Dead games? They had games on like the PlayStation 2.
I recall seeing them, but no.
They weren't great.
I heard one was terrible.
I won't say they're terrible.
I heard one was
just understand. I mean, they're video games for horror movies that have a cult following, not horror movies that were big blockbusters. You know?
Okay, I just heard that one. What was it? A fistful of boomstick or something?
That's one of them, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that was the bad one.
I don't remember which one that is.
Because you start off in the cabin and you gotta do something, but there's something already on you attacking you at the very get go.
I don't remember. I know one of them starts you in a mental hospital because they don't believe Ash's story.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And then
but
the Deadites attack the mental hospital, so you gotta fight your way out.
Yeah, okay, I would have been down for that. And speaking of mental hospital, last week you had me start up on Moon Knight.
Well, yeah, the 2015 run, 2016 run?
2016 to current-ish run?
Yeah, it ran back into the current numbers, so.
But I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
Yeah, that's the run where he starts out in the mental hospital being told he's been there since he was 12 and that Moon Knight's not real.
And then you got Sekhmet?
I think it's Sekhmet, but I'm not entirely sure how to
But even
pronounce
still, the bird god of understanding, and he's like, yeah, you technically are out there fighting crime. It's just you're also here. Deal with it. Also, get your ass up. You got shit to do. And then he's like, can you at least help me? He's like, help you? I've done nothing but help you. You gotta help yourself on this one. Put on the mask. You'll see clearly.
Did you keep reading it after you went home?
I got up to 10.
Okay.
And then I got pulled into Hat in Time at that time.
Gotcha.
I fucking love Hat in Time. Fucking love Hat Girl. She's so goddamn adorable.
You got too much on your plate.
I got way too much on my plate, but I'm not mad because I'm also writing a production. I have a lot on my plate. I don't sleep, Quincy.
I understand. But you get too much on your plate.
Too much on my plate.
All right, let's get into. I don't think I have. Let me double check. Let me make sure I don't have any gaming news. Okay, we got one more gaming thing, I think.
Technically?
Yeah, we can talk about that if you want.
Well, I mean, we also have this.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's what it was.
I like Cuphead. I love Cuphead's music. I love Cuphead as a game, but
I have yet to play it. It's one I wanted to play. I know it's hard as shit, and that's kind of where I was like, I want to buy it on discount because I know it's just going to keep making me rage quit.
I mean, as said, likewise, you have my Steam, so you do have access to.
Oh yeah, you think I'm going to be bad at this with a controller? I'm going to be terrible at this with a keyboard.
You can pop a controller in there, my dude.
Yeah, true. Actually, no, I couldn't because my plug-in controller is shit.
Oh.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No.
So the developers delayed the new DLC.
Delicious last course.
It's been pushed back to next year.
Yeah. So I mean, if it helps make the game better, I don't have a problem with it. But the fact that it was supposed to be for a 2019 release date and then having to push it back, I don't know. Having them push it back to make something better, I don't have a problem with. But I can see people who are expecting this.
Yeah. But they also were talking about like if all goes to plan, it'll make for a better game. I'm like, if all goes to plan, what problems are you running into? Just make a fucking DLC, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that and it's hand drawn.
I fully get that. I understand that. But maybe this should have been a case where either you didn't release the DLC or you had the DLCs drawn up before you released the game.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's one of those.
Or just don't give us a date until you can actually give us a date. You know, don't announce it until you know for a fact, oh, we're going to be able to release it on then. You know? So, I'm not mad because I don't own the game. It's just, they could have just been like, yeah, there's a DLC coming and left it at that.
Okay. Is that all of our gaming? Well, I have one little tidbit of gaming news that I kind of want to rant on for about 2-3 minutes.
Go ahead. I think that's it, though.
Okay. I don't understand the need for auto chess games right now.
What do you mean auto chess games?
Okay. League of Legends now has an auto chess game. Dota has an auto chess game.
What are auto chess games?
Okay, auto chess games are basically these 1v1 things where you spend coins to basically pull up cards. And the cards are, you can like take 3 of the same card to level it up to a 2-star card. And so on and so forth, basically building a roster to, orchestrate, and frontline would probably be for your tanks or for your heavy hitters, while the backline are for your ranged, and so on. And then there's...
So it's a deck building game?
Kind of. It's a one-time deck building game. It's very fun. Don't get me wrong. I do like League's team fight tactics is what they call theirs, and Dota calls theirs Dota Underlords. But I don't understand. I'm trying to wrap my head around the reasoning for these types of games. I'm okay with it. It's just why now? Why all of these? I mean, I can see the form of addiction that could pull from this. Not my cup of tea, thank God. But when I went on to Twitch, there were like 45 people playing it, and there were a lot of people watching it and trying to learn from this. And I was like, okay, so this is not bad, just very new. And a lot of people a lot of developers are already trying to quickly build this up.
Well, okay, so basically someone came out with it, it did well, and everyone else went, crap, we need to do that, just like the Battle Royale.
Yeah, PUBG pulled, H1Z1 pulled it up, and then PUBG, Fortnite, Apex, so on, Ring of Elysium.
Grand Theft Auto.
Like, it started building.
Call of Duty.
Call of Doggy.
Someone else is about to do it, too.
Probably.
No, there's someone else that just announced that they're doing a version of it, and everyone's like, what the fuck? I don't remember what it is.
I don't either. I don't even want to know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Penguin Club.
That's not even a thing anymore. It's not a thing anymore. There's a mobile version, but the actual thing is gone.
It's a standy watch. Private server. Someone bought it.
Why?
That's why I said, when you said it's not a thing, I'm like, I mean... Yeah, see, look. More than 1 million accounts from Club Penguin we rewritten were compromised in 2018, but it's like, look at all this. They still want it to keep going. People want this shit to be alive and well, and I'm like, have fun with that. But then there's also a launch, an actual Club Penguin Online that you have to download and get into. Yeah, it's weird. Club Penguin's very strange. Have fun with that. Disney owns it. They can do what they want.
Disney owned it. You said someone bought this and put this up.
Well, the old stuff, the old servers.
I'm telling you, I can't tell you the last time I saw Club Penguin shit at Disneyland. Like, we went to Disneyland at the hype of Club Penguin. Alex was a Club Penguin fan, bought little pins for him and everything.
Jesus Christ! But yeah, the fact that someone's still keeping it alive, by all means.
That's what it was. Someone's doing they're doing like a battle royale for Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's just basically a hard map where everyone it's a race to the finish. Okay. I'm okay with that. That's basically that one game we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good memory.
It's sitting right in front of me.
Oh.
I could totally have just been like, yep, I'm that good.
You coulda. All right. So, I mean, that's all for the auto chess nonsense. I understand the like for it. I understand the creativity for it. I'm not mad at it. It's just, why now all of a sudden?
Because it was successful by one, so everyone wants to do it because they want to catch that cash cow before it gets boring.
But see, that's the thing. Doesn't make any money.
Sure it does. People start playing your game. They start getting into your game. They're going to buy merchandise. How much League of Legends crap do you own?
Let's not talk about this.
Okay,
right now.
But I'm right? How people that play Dota,
own.
how much Dota crap do they own?
Okay, Dota, I don't know.
And when I'm saying crap, understand, I own a lot of crap for things I like.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I do own a lot of League skins, but that's because of me liking the original game. But then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I also own a Katarina figure. I actually own a Miss Fortune figure. I own a couple League shirts. So I'm like, okay, all right, fine. Riot,
you get into it.
Fine.
So
now you can finally call yourself Riot Games.
Yeah.
Now that they have multiple games.
But yeah, so I mean, you've got people that don't play Dota, but they've experienced this chess thing over on League, and now they're like, oh, let me go try Dota's version, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And then when they hear other companies doing, like, oh, let me go try it over there. You know, how many people played PUBG and then went and tried Fortnite before deciding whether or not they liked it?
Okay.
You know, how many people played Fortnite and PUBG, and when Grand Theft Auto launched it, got back into Grand Theft Auto, and which then gives the chance that they start buying shark cards again.
God, disgusting.
And, you know, same thing with Call of Duty. How many people went, oh, Call of Duty's doing one? All right, fuck it, I already like Call of Duty.
Call of Doggy.
So, this is just a quick little thing. Matt Groening announced that he is launching a comic book company. It's called Bapper Books, and their first comic is going to be a Disenchantment one. So
I'm okay with. I like Disenchantment.
yeah. There's been Simpsons comics in the past. There's been, I think, Futurama comics. So the fact that he decided not to go through someone else and is actually doing his own comics is kind of interesting.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
He did have a previous publishing company, though. It was Bongo Comics. It closed earlier this year after being open for 26 years. So I'm hoping this works well for him. I don't know.
I don't know. And I mean, it just says, it doesn't even say
Or
why
Bongo.
shut down.
Bongo, sorry. That's
Bongo?
what it was called. Yeah.
Bingo
I
bongo.
think I said Bogo before.
Bongo, bongo. Bingo, bongo.
So,
But I mean, I'm excited. I'm curious to see what else comes out, or if anyone else can sign with him. Maybe seeing
fuck it. Just do Futurama. You'll get people in.
Futurama, Disenchantment, Simpsons.
Well, I'm saying, like, yeah, Disenchantment's getting more seasons. That's confirmed.
Yeah.
Simpsons isn't going anywhere. In fact, they're getting to be at D23 this year.
Yeah.
My thing is, Futurama's canceled. There's still people that are still pissed off about that and still want that story.
Yeah.
You do a couple comics, they're going to come fucking
I would
read 'em.
say Futurama is one of the only animated series to actually make me break down. Fucking Fry's dog. Hello.
Yeah. That was a sad episode, and normally Lauren makes me skip it. But I don't think I broke down, but I can understand why you did.
Yeah, and then another one that almost got me was the first spaceman in the Fry family was the labelment of his brother's son that he named after Fry.
Yeah.
I was like,
he thought his family didn't care that he vanished and everything.
But his brother
thought his brother stole his shit, stuff like that. Now, there's a Simpsons episode that always kind of touched me. I never cried from it, but I understood the pain, and it's the episode where Bart actually tries and still fails his test, and is going to have to repeat his grade. And then she ends up passing him because he can remember this stuff. He's a bad test taker, and I didn't get emotional, but I understood because I'm dyslexic. I grew up with that shit. I wasn't necessarily a bad test taker, but there was times where it's like, I would try my ass off and then receive D's and F's, and I'm like, I don't fucking understand what I'm doing wrong. So that episode touched me kind of specially.
yeah.
So I'm all for the Bapper comics. I hope it works out for him.
Speaking of going backwards.
Okay, so we talked about this off mic a little bit and how we're feeling about it. So Warner Bros. Is doing a streaming service type of thing. It's gonna be it's through Warner Media. They're pulling a bunch of stuff from other streaming services already for this, I know. But they're also looking to have original content, and they're talking about rebooting the TGIF comedies like Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, things along those lines. I'm not for this at all. I'm for things like what happened with Full House, where it was a continuation. You want to give me a Family Matters continuation where like we have grown up Urkel and understand what his life's like? I'm there for that. Give me some baby Urkels. Let me see what their lives are like. See what they're like as kids. Like, could you imagine if Urkel had a jock son or something? Like, that'd be fucking interesting.
Or one that followed in his footsteps. And
one of each.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Urkel's smart. He'd probably make plenty of money. And most of the cast for that show is still around. I mean, but I'm not into the rebooting it because it's like it's gonna lose what made that show great, which was the actors and the characters. And you're gonna try to bring back these characters with new people, and it's just not gonna be the same. And you're gonna put them at today's problems, and it's not gonna be the same.
Oh no.
Where Roseanne's revival / the Connors revival. You still have Dan Connor, and you have him with today's problems. But the thing is we're seeing Dan Connor grow and adapt to 2019, rather than just starting a new Dan Connor in 2019.
And if it was the same actor doing John Connor at that time, did I say John Connor?
Yeah, you said John Connor, Dan Connor, John Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And John Connor is oh my god, Terminator. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, my mind just went all over the place for that one.
You broke.
I broke. I debarked.
Blue screen for a second.
But Dan Connor,
Swedish chef.
Yeah, a little bit. Dan Connor in 2019 as the reboot, doing the things of a new Dan Connor would be a bit weird.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of glad that they kept it as a continuation.
Yeah, same thing with Full House, where it's like Fuller House. Yeah, where it's like we're seeing the new kids, and we're seeing the things that DJ is going through, and instead of her going through instead of giving us a new DJ that's a teenager all over again, restarting all that and being like, oh, these are today's teenage problems.
Nope.
They tell today's teenage problems through her kids, and they show the problems of a single mother through her.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so like that's why I'm saying like if you want to do the TGIF shows, I'm all for that. I loved that shit
Just
growing up.
keep them going.
But I think they should be continuations, not remakes or reboots.
I mean, maybe Perfect Strangers could be a remake, because that one wasn't too bad as a standalone.
I don't remember Perfect Strangers very much. Let me pull that one up and see who it had and see how long it ran.
Okay, but
I've got it right here. So
okay.
But like step by step and
Step by Step, Family Matters, and Hanging with Mr. Cooper, have those be continuation. But Perfect Strangers, I think, would probably make for a good one.
Perfect Strangers ran from 86 to 93. It had 150. Bless you. Had 153 episodes across 8 seasons. Or 51 episodes, sorry. It was Bronson and Markland Baker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
that's also short enough. That's short enough to start up a new
8 seasons, 151 episodes. It's 8 years.
Oh, 151. I think you said 51.
151.
Oh, I didn't know.
8 seasons. It ran from 86 to 93.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 3 seasons over the course of that time because it was like doing not great. But okay, no. When you said 151, now I know. Okay, my bad.
I think the issue with that with this one is going to be the fact that this one is here's the description they give on IMDb. A high-strung and cynical man's life is never the same when his naive but good-natured cousin comes to America to live with him. I think the issue with doing a new version of this is you're going to have the whole immigrant thing. People flipping out. And that's
wait a minute. They could do a Lost in Translation kind of thing.
They could.
And that'd be perfect for today's time.
Came to my mind as Jungle to Jungle. Tim Allen. Loved that movie.
That's a good movie, but...
I think it could work, but I'm curious. That one might be one where the stories ended too well to be able to continue it. That one may need a reboot.
Yeah.
But I could see it doing well in today's time.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, right now it's just kind of talks. But I can tell you, I'm not paying for another fucking streaming service.
Fuck's sakes, all these streaming services.
It's going to become to the point where everyone's going to cancel their cable and own enough streaming services that it's like having a cable bill.
Pretty much.
So,
all right, more depressing TV stuff. Here we go.
I don't want to say depressing because everything else looks great about this.
I just don't like the actor.
What's wrong with the actor?
What was his name? The original voice actor for him, Geralt.
Oh, well, you wanted him.
I wanted him.
To say there's anything wrong with Henry Cavill?
No,
okay.
I don't.
By the way, we're talking about Witcher, the Netflix series.
It's just I would prefer the original.
Henry's a fan though. Cavill's a fan of the games, though.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So we got our first looks. Can you go back to the other images?
Yep. So something that was immediately striking was one. He's a bit fairer skin. He's not dark or not pale.
Yeah, they didn't do his skin super pale, but they did the lighter colored whitish hair, which means he looks kind of like. You gave it to me.
It's a little dusty. It's a little dusty.
He looks like fucking Legolas rather than looking like the Witcher.
What do your elf eyes see? And speaking of those eyes, his eyes ain't white.
Nope. Regular eyes.
Yeah. So.
And the scar is very faint.
The scar is super fucking faint. Now, the one thing I brought up was maybe this is a prequel to him actually becoming a head-end Witcher.
So your idea though is that he's not a Witcher yet, and that's why his eyes aren't colored. That's
what I'm thinking. But then again, because as far as I know, Witchers are made.
Yeah, kind of. Did you play number 3? They kind of touch on it a little more.
I started up. I never had a chance to really dig through.
Now, here's my issues. That's Yennefer right there.
Yennefer.
So Yennefer's already a thing, and she looks good. I can't tell how the hair is because I'm color deficient, and it's like a really dark photo.
It's black to me.
Okay. Oh wait, then maybe that's not Yennefer because Yennefer's supposed to be the redhead, I think.
Oop.
Oh no, Yennefer's the. Okay,
the
yeah. Sorry. Which one's the redhead?
Don't
worry about it. No, that's the daughter.
Oh.
Go back.
Go show it.
So okay, no, then Yennefer looks fine. I mean, I feel like there's actresses that look more like her, so now it's just more of a. Is she going to act like Yennefer? If she gets the acting down, then I'm fine with her.
Sure.
And then we got what's her name there? Yeah, she's the other one that they showed us. I'm spacing on the name.
Yeah, I don't know.
For the most part,
Siri?
everyone looks maybe. For the most part, everyone looks all right. The costumes are fucking great.
I mean, yeah.
Look at his armor.
The armor looks really nice. I will admit it.
I don't like the medallion though.
I can't tell the medallion. Can I see the medallion? May I? May I please? Please. Fuck off. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I would have to do a little bit of backing up and find. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, you broke everything.
That's fine.
Because he's supposed to have the big wolf on his chest. So yet again, maybe this is going into prequel territory because instead he's wearing like a medallion rather than like the big wolf necklace.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there ain't shit here. Oh, wait.
Hopefully we'll get a trailer that'll give us a little bit more. Well, there you go.
Can I please? Okay. Can I? Oh my god, I hate Twitter so much because I can't get the image. But I mean, overall, the full body looks fine.
Yeah, and that medallion doesn't have the wolf on it. It looks like it's something else.
It looks like the Mortal Kombat symbol.
Kind of, yeah. He's only got the one sword though, so more and more of this is making me think. Yeah, it is a wolf.
It is a wolf, but like sideways turned. It's weird. It's not the wolf we're used to.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of little things that they need to fix, but all in all, it's too early to tell.
It is, yeah. Just like the Final Fantasy 14 show, I don't know what to think of it.
We know even less about that than we do this. So
yeah.
Let's move on to. We can do this one, or we can do the first one. Either one.
You're driving the boat on both of these, my dude.
All right. Well, we're on this one. So, we heard that Warner Brothers wasn't taking Hall H at Comic-Con. Someone else did. Star Trek, and they're coming in big. They're hitting us with Picard. They're hitting us with Discovery. They're hitting us with Lower Decks, and there's supposed to be even more stuff than that. So Star Trek is kind of taking over this San Diego Comic-Con this year, and this might be a good time to do it because it's like Disney might show some Star Wars stuff, but we already know what we're getting in December from Star Wars. Like, it's not going to be. They don't need a Hall H style thing to show us some Star Wars stuff. This might be the convention to do some Star Trek.
You pulled me into Star Trek.
Well, yeah, you liked the movies.
I did like the movies, and I kind of want to go back and watch the Shatner originals.
Yeah, you just have to remember that it is the Shatner originals, and you have to remember when they were made.
Yeah.
Go in with those in mind, and you'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. And I also want to see, like, Deep Space One or something like that. Some show that had...
Deep Space Nine?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Brain halfway work good today. But I want to see like an actual show that I can, keep up with, because all I've been doing lately.
Discovery's the newest one that's currently running.
Okay, is it good by your opinion?
I haven't watched it yet, but everyone that's watching it is loving it.
Okay, so I might do Discovery then. But I want something to, because as I said, whenever I'm at work, I usually listen to podcasts. Right now, I've already caught up on Critical Role, caught up on fucking Pretending to Be People. I'm listening to NADPod, Not Another D&D Podcast, which, goddamn, they play D&D just so off the walls ish. They do some outlandish things that, as a DM, would probably be like, but why? Like, it's funny, it's entertaining, but why?
Well, there's definitely I've got literally hundreds on my phone, so there's definitely more podcasts I can get you into. But you're hoping to like maybe just put an episode on in the background and listen.
Something that I
feel like you're gonna miss a lot.
No, I don't. I literally just do minor head work. I mop up a floor.
No, I'm meaning like if you're doing a TV show because you won't be watching it, you'll just be listening to it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna miss a lot.
Maybe.
But I definitely think going through the Star Trek franchise would be worth it because you got the Shatner TV series, but then you also have the movies.
Yeah.
Khan's the
Khan!
Yeah, Khan's one of the movies and all that. So
yeah.
But I also find it interesting that most of this stuff is television. Picard's a TV show, Discovery's a TV show. I don't know if Lower Deck is going to be a TV show. I think
you might be like a documentary.
I don't know what Lower Deck is, honestly. Let's see. Oh, it's animated. Lower Deck's animated. Okay.
Okay.
And they're actually going to have Mr. Picard there himself. I don't think he's captain anymore in the new show. So they're going hardcore, and I like that TV is actually being looked at a little bit more serious now.
Ooh, I would love one of those pins.
They are con exclusives. It looks like.
Yeah, I want that. The
That
Picard
sucks.
coat of arms.
Well,
Damn.
anybody that's going to Comic-Con, have fun. Sell us a pin for $5.
Yeah, no, I guarantee you that pin's probably gonna spike on eBay.
Oh, what was it?
It was a con exclusive, going for a lot of money, I would assume.
That's always happening, but there was one recently. I think it was an E3 item. It was the jacket, the Borderlands jacket.
Okay.
Someone was trying to sell it online for thousands of dollars, and the Borderlands guys just came out and went, "Don't buy that.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next thing.
All right.
Where we're going from Star Trek to Star Wars.
And shoes. We love talking about shoes.
I just find it funny. Like, we aren't trying to talk about shoes.
They
There's
just
just
keep
new
coming out.
shoes constantly coming out.
Keep doing it.
So Tom's is doing a new run of men's, women's, and children's shoes. They are Star Wars themed, and they're supposed to be concept art from the movies.
And they look good.
Yeah.
I got zero problems with all of them. The only problem I do have as far as a shoe-wise is that it's a low ankle, and that's a no-go for me.
You like to wear, like, half boots.
I like boots. I like half boots, full, well-rounded around my ankle where I can feel it wrapped around my ankle.
Are you, like, worried you're going to, like, suddenly lose your shoe and not notice?
I don't know. I think it might be that scene from The Hills Have Eyes where the guy gets his Achilles heel
No,
cut.
that's House of Wax.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then that scene then.
Or it's the Pet Sematary movies. Those two.
No. But I don't know. Maybe it's that idle fear that my Achilles heel will just break, and then
because Hills Have Eyes is the one where they tie him to the tree and light him on fire alive.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. I just had it very minorly confused.
So they've got a black pair that's got like the Millennium Falcon. You got some TIE fighters. It looks like you have an X-wing with its wings down. Oh, the wings are starting to open, as it looks like, and it kind of gives like a hyperspace look. The inside's also designed with more ships and like the Death Star and stuff like that. And then they got a white pair that I would love, except they'd get fucking filthy, and they're white with the blue concept art sketches for like R2, C-3PO, Vader, and the troopers, Boba Fett, Yoda, Chewbacca. They're pretty cool, and these are by Tom's. So Tom's is like the company that's big on giving shoes to other like children in need in like Africa and stuff like that.
It is your destiny.
Yeah, they have like little writings on here about it. It is your destiny. They got things in like some of the Star Wars languages and stuff like that. These are the men's shoes. If the kids' shoes have Ewoks on them.
That we found to be very cute.
Yeah. Also, the white ones are lace up. The black ones are slip on.
Yeah. And there are other men's ones such as.
Yeah, they've got two other men's ones. They're another kind of like slip on. How would you describe these? They just say black Star Wars Darth print men's classic foot. Featuring. Sorry, I thought I was seeing foot. Ortholite. But these ones are like Darth Vader
these
concept
look like
art.
These look like straight up slippers.
Yeah, they do. And that's the only reason I wouldn't wear them, because the design on these are fucking beautiful. But it's not enough shoe for me. I feel like these are what you would change into if you're going into a place in Japan.
Yeah.
Like
if you were a nerd that wanted to keep your floors clean, but at the same time, had to kick off your shoes at the beginning and get go.
And there's a white one for these two. The white ones are the
AT-ATs.
Yeah, the AT-ATs and the other troopers. I don't remember if these ones are stormtroopers or what, but it's when they're on Hoth. I don't remember which ones are stormtroopers. I think
snowtroopers.
These ones are snowtroopers. Yeah.
Oh, but these ones.
And then I think stormtroopers are the regular.
Yeah, stormtroopers, and then blast
and you're
troopers.
The forest troopers. I think. I don't remember. The troopers are supposed to change based off the element. Yeah. And then the women's shoes, they also have
the AT-ATs.
It's basically the same thing. The AT-ATs and then the slip-ons.
There we go. Yeah, same ones. It's just in women's sizes. Yeah. And holy cow.
They're selling out quick. For the women's black Star Wars ones, sizes 6 through 11 are out. You have 5, 5.5, and 12. Which makes me wonder, why isn't there an 11.5 or a 10.5? Gotta meet a shoe person and ask them.
I guess. I don't
go
know.
back to the main page so we can give prices.
Got it. They range anywhere between, I think, 50 to 70. Oh, no, it's from like 70 to 95.
Yeah, the women's are $69.95.
So 70 to
The
95.
men's are $94.95, and the children's are $39.95.
Oh, wait, 45.
And they've got two versions. Yeah, the $39.95 is like a Velcro one, and the $44.95 is for like slightly bigger kids, and it's a slip-on.
Okay.
So they're cool.
They look really nice. I like them. I like all the designs. It's just the white ones would probably get super dirty.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that is good with taking the time to clean their shoes and keep their shoes clean.
Oh, heck no.
I am rough on my shoes. I went through 2 pairs of Spider-Man Vans because of the way I am with my shoes. Like, literally, one of them walked through them. Like, there's holes all the way through. A few more little things.
Sure.
Out of nowhere, as far as I'm concerned, Walking Dead's comic just ended. At issue 193, they did an extra large final issue, and it's done. We won't talk about how it ends. Give everyone time to read it, but it's over. So
I mean, just as long as it makes sense, I don't care. But if it doesn't,
he feels it did.
He feels it did.
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm okay with it. Because if it's one of those whole things where it's like, and they lived happily ever after, but there's zombies everywhere.
Yeah, Kirkman is actually a little sad that he ended it, but he says like he could feel it when he was writing, like he was getting there, and then he finally just wrote the ending.
Okay.
He says Kirkman's way of writing. He says that he comes up with like the beginnings and the middles and sometimes the ends and stuff like that. But what he does is he comes up with these big moments, and then he fills in. And he could connect these moments in 10 comics. He'd connect these moments in 50 comics. He doesn't know how long the story is going to take to get there. He just knows this is where the story is going. And he said a while back that he figured how he's going to end it. He knew how he was going to end it, but he felt he had more to fill in. He filled in a little faster than I thought he was going to. But I don't know what that means for the show. We'll see.
The show is already taking liberties on its own by keeping
he does
Glenn
the show.
alive. Yeah, but I'm just saying they kept Glenn alive longer than the comic.
Yes,
So,
but he's kept almost everyone alive longer than the comic.
Looks over at Shane. Okay.
Shane dies in the first 10 issues.
I know.
So
that's why I'm like season 1 he dies, but I'm just saying.
season 3 he dies.
Was it season 3?
Yeah, it's either season 2 or season 3. He makes it all the way through season 1.
In the CDC?
The CDC.
CDC was season finale 1.
Yeah, he's alive past that.
Was he?
Yeah, you gotta remember that the deer hunting scene still has to happen and everything. That's after CDC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. All
yeah,
right.
no,
My bad.
he dies in the comic before they even leave their first camp.
Okay.
And Abraham's death in the show went to someone else. Abraham dies differently in the show than he does in the comic.
Fuck. I do like that little bit of symbolism for it though. When Abraham dies.
Oh.
If you see
the finger. I don't watch the show, but that's the thing. Walking Dead is the show, just like Game of Thrones was, that is so spoiled instantly. I don't bother watching it because I will know the whole fucking show without watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the symbolism and everything. But a couple episodes beforehand, the one that took the arrow, that's how Abraham dies in the comic.
Oh.
And when that happened in the show that way, he goes, I knew my character was on borrowed time because they just gave my death to someone else and I wasn't going to be around much longer.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like having characters not know what's going to happen to their characters. Like, people not know about their characters.
And I wouldn't say Glenn lasted any long. Glenn actually died the same way he did in the comics.
He did the same way in the comics, but
he didn't get to scream out in the comics. In the comics, they beat him to death. But
yeah.
It was when Negan shows up. So.
But I felt like it was earlier though. Like Negan was supposed to show up a lot earlier, in total. Like I just feel like it was supposed to be earlier.
Okay, well, big spoilers for show watchers because he does stick to the comics a little bit. Big spoilers for show watchers right now, so you might want to turn away. Negan's still alive in the comics now.
Oh yeah,
he just escaped and is gone. We don't know. So, and now I'm like, now it doesn't matter because they're ending it, or they ended it. But I'm wondering if, because they got a big actor and everything like that, I'm wondering if their idea was that they were going to bring in Negan later so that they could run through Negan and actually have an ending to Negan in the show. So we'll see.
Maybe
we'll hear. I should say. I'm not watching.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
What else? So Funimation just dropped a mini doc about Dragon Ball Z. The early days of dubbing it.
I do enjoy listening to how they created that way back when. Akira Toriyama was like, I would like to bring over all of my works, but Dr. Slump did not do well.
Well, this is more along the lines of the people at Funimation getting to dub it, and like how like Christopher Sabat had never heard of it when they brought it in. He's like, what the fuck is this? You know, and he's fucking, I think he's Vegeta, right?
He is Vegeta.
He's a couple other people too. But so it was like this big thing of like a lot of them were super excited because some of them knew, some of them didn't. It was a cool little thing. If you have the Funimation app, go check it out. You're pulling up Sabat for what he's done.
I love Sabat.
He's done a lot.
He's a good man.
Crunchyroll and Viz Media partnered so that they can bring us a bunch of home video stuff.
He did Yamcha too.
Oh yeah, he did Yamcha, Piccolo. Okay. This isn't a big thing for me. I mean, it's bringing more anime DVDs to the US and Canada, which is great. The problem is I don't do subbed, and it's Crunchyroll, so it's going to be subbed. Let's see. In honor of the 30th anniversary for Seinfeld, Hulu is adding a yada 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 button so that you can hit it and watch random episodes of Seinfeld, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, and you said that you missed the one that they used to do for Simpsons.
Yeah, but that was FX. That wasn't Hulu.
Yeah,
so.
But I'm just saying you still missed that button.
Big thing for horror fans, Marvel fans, comic book fans, zombie fans. Marvel Zombies is making a comeback this October.
Yay!
So new stories in that weird arc that is somewhat connected to itself, somewhat not connected to itself. Like the zombie arc is a little all over the place, but it's fun. And then my last thing here, Neil Gaiman and David Goyer are bringing Sandman to Netflix for a TV series. Now, I'll clarify for anyone that doesn't know, that's Sandman from Vertigo Comics, not Sandman, the Spider-Man villain. I find this weird because this is announced shortly after Vertigo Comics is closed.
Coincidence?
Probably. But it's just kind of a weird and sad moment. Like, I'm like, now people aren't going to be able to go and be like, oh, I'm into this Vertigo comic now. I mean, they still can, but anything new is not going to go through the Vertigo title. If they do anything new with Sandman, I don't know. But I like that they're talking that Neil and him are involved in it seems.
Which is, I mean, good for them. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I don't know how hype I am for it. I'd never seen it.
It's dark. I think you would like it just purely because it's
dark.
It's not fun little superhero story. It's a fucked up thing. It's darker.
I want more occult shit. Give me more occult shit.
That's it all I have for news, so we should hit your movies.
All right, so we saw Clue.
Which I couldn't believe you had never seen.
Nope. There's a lot of movies I've never seen. Just get that fact.
Yeah, and that's why we're doing this. And to touch on this really quick, we are going to put more work into figuring out the movies and making sure that they kind of match up a little bit better. Rather than spazzing and going, crap, what are we going to watch tonight? Yeah. We are going to make sure that he starts watching 2 movies after every podcast episode, and they will be either in the same vein or actually connected.
Somewhat theme.
Yeah.
And today, that theme was mystery.
For last week, yeah.
Yeah, murder mystery. And it was Mystic River and Clue. Clue was the first up. Clue was very, very corny in a good way.
Yeah.
In a very good way. Now, I played Gary's Mod a short while back, and they have that Clue map to the T, where it has the upstairs area. No, you don't really go into the upstairs area. You pretty much stay on the bottom floor. So when they had to do the upstairs and the attic area, they kind of had to take a little bit of liberties because during
the movie doesn't really cover it.
It doesn't really.
It's also not part of the board game, and I think that's why the movie didn't want to cover it.
That too. So when they did it, I was like, okay, they took a few liberties. They did the whole lights going out by hitting a switch as soon as you go toward the cellar. The cellar they had a full thing of, and then from the cellar it connects all the way to the study.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And then just like the Gary's Mod map, it fit perfectly. And I never really saw the show, but upstairs, as soon as you go up the main set of stairs, there's a picture right there that showcases the whole cast.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you hit it in the corner, it shows the bust he made. So I'm like, okay, it has its subtle nods now that I've seen the movie now. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm happy for this. It has the busts of everything. It has everything as far as the kitchen, the secret passage in the kitchen.
Well, I love it because you're like in the game. I don't know if it's got anything to do with me, but in the game you get the revolver there, and I'm like, yeah, that's what the revolver is. And then there was a few other things. Where you're like, oh, in the game, this. In the game, the chandelier falls, and I'm like, we're like 20 minutes from when the chandelier's gonna fall and scare the shit out of Colonel Mustard.
I am not wanting to be surprised.
I can't take any more surprises. What did you think of the endings?
Okay, the fact that it had multiple endings, and the fact that you told me that endings depended on when you saw it,
Like where you saw it.
where,
Yeah.
it boy, oh boy. The fact that they were so overly fragrant on each of them, where Tim Curry pulls out gun, it was me, and then all of a sudden, get 'em boys, and then all the fucking cops come running in, and it's just like, oh my god. But I do like the first two endings, but the last ending probably made the most sense.
Yeah, which is why it's what actually happened.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that one.
The fast talking, you were just like, wait, what? At one point when they were just bouncing out the wordplay, the fast talking, that was really fun to watch you experience.
Oh yeah. And God, fucking Andrew Lloyd,
Christopher Lloyd.
Shut up. Yeah, I fucking love Christopher Lloyd. Everything he does, it seems to be a godsend, except for Suburban Commando.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, that one I would recommend seeing just for the sake of just
seeing a bad one.
Yeah.
I love the wordplay in that movie because I like things like he threatened to kill me in public. Why would he kill you in public? No, I think she means he threatened to kill her while in public. Oh wait, is this the game or is this a movie?
This is the movie, Suburban Commando.
Okay, I forgot that I was thinking this was a game that he had done acting for.
Oh,
yeah, no.
I don't know nothing about that. Just the fact that the line, word for word, Nostalgia Critic mentions it every so often. I was frozen today.
Okay.
Just that line. And the way he pulls it out, it's very strange and out of place, but he makes that line somehow work in a not so great movie.
Well, maybe eventually we'll watch this one, but it's not going to be high on my list.
No, I wouldn't know. But, and then the second movie, Mystic River, everything takes place in a matter of like 2 days, 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
And then it cuts a little bit and gives you a couple more days. And
no, it all happens in no more than 3 days, I would say.
Okay.
4 tops, but then you have the flashbacks to the childhood too.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, wow. It's a lot of moving around. Especially for Kevin Bacon. And his character. I did like it. It was very good. It's just having that ending of...
Spoilers, by the way, for Mystic River. Big spoilers.
Big
spoilers. This isn't like Clue where we can just be like, fuck it, whatever.
I'm going to go ahead and just lean back a little bit, but the actions that Sean Penn took, his character took...
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to keep it clean. I'm not going to... No. It's a movie that I recommend.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood directed it. It actually led Tim Robbins and Sean Penn to Oscars.
Yeah. And I mean, holy shit. I didn't know this was directed by...
Eastwood?
Eastwood.
There's a lot out there that you kind of don't realize is directed by Eastwood, and then when you find out, you're like, oh, Eastwood does good work.
Yeah.
You just gotta kind of, okay.
And then you watch Gran Torino, and you're like, Gran Torino, and you're like, why do I keep fuddling names today? You watch Gran Torino, and you're just like, huh.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
So.
It's a very gritty movie that doesn't match what happened in Mystic River, like as far as writing or directing.
Well, you know that Mystic River is based off a book, right?
Yeah,
so,
but I mean...
The writing, it won't match another movie he directed.
But I'm just saying as far as directing and over...
Reminder, this is also the man that went on to direct American Sniper.
Oh, that's right. He did do that one, didn't
he? Yeah. $1 Million Baby.
He's all over the place with directing.
He directs things he feels are good. Hell, he, I think, wrote Space Cowboys, which is a fucking awesome movie, but nothing at all like Mystic River.
Yeah, you're right.
That's him, Donald Sutherland, Tommy Lee Jones, and one other person whose name I'm spacing.
And then one's coming out soon called The Mule.
Yeah, he's playing a guy that's running drugs from Mexico, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with him. I'm okay. I'm not complaining. It's just there was a scene where Bacon's character was talking to the chief, and you were like, "Damn, that should have been That should have been Clint.
Yeah, I feel like he was like the police officer for like a specific area, like a chief or something like that. And it was a character that Clint Eastwood totally could have picked. But he's not really the one that's like, oh, I need to have my little cameos.
Yeah.
That he has wanted to put himself in his movies if like he feels he's right for the role or something like that. Like look at $1 Million Baby where he's the coach, you know.
It fits.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's it. As far as what's today's movies? Friday and
yeah. So today we went a little wonky with the making them connect thing because we're watching Friday, which you told me you've never seen. Ice Cube and
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. And there was talks about doing Friday 2, but there was 2 issues with that. 1, I don't have Friday 2, and 2, I want you to see Friday 3, despite whether or not people say it's good or bad, because I feel like 2 and 3 connect pretty well. Because Chris Tucker's not in 2 and 3.
Okay.
Chris Tucker actually has a much smaller acting career than you realize. He has only done a handful of things.
Really?
Yeah. If you were to pull up Chris Tucker's acting career, it is very short. So he didn't come back for 2 or 3. There's been talks that if they ever do 4, which they keep talking about doing 4, that he might come back for it.
Oh, he does stand up.
Yeah, he's a stand-up. That was more his thing.
He's gonna be here on the September 28th.
Oh.
Wow, that far out?
You gotta. They normally book their year, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Rush Hour 4.
Yep. Jackie finally found a script he liked.
Good. Fifth Element.
Just pull up IMDb. It works better than these damn Google ones.
Okay.
So 22 things as an actor, and I bet you some of those are stand-ups.
Yeah, Mariah Carey, Shake It Off.
Okay,
Man in
yeah.
the passenger seat.
Michael Jackson, You Rock My World video short. Yeah.
It's a documentary.
Because
he plays himself.
Either that or it's a music video.
Oh. Ruby Rod.
Yeah, see, a lot of them are like music videos or shorts, something like that.
Quarterback!
But yeah, I mean, he's got great movies though. Like Dead Presidents is amazing. I love the Rush Hour movies. Friday's great.
Jesus Christ.
Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, Meteor Man. Scroll down a little bit more. Keep going. Let me see cast. Eddie Griffin. That's right. Okay, so yeah, Eddie Griffin is in this one. James Earl Jones. This one's interesting. We'll watch this one eventually.
Okay.
This is not high on the list, but we'll watch it eventually.
Okay, Meteor Man. I'll put it on there. Oh wow. With 7,000 votes, it's a 5.1. So it's one of those types of comedies.
Yeah, he's a superpowered hero, takes on gangs, but he's a teacher. It's crazy. Yeah,
Okay.
Chris Tucker's acting career has been a lot smaller, and you know, yeah, he's got Money Talks, which I enjoy, but a lot of people are like, it's Money Talks, you know.
Yeah.
But then you've got the Rush Hour franchise, where it's like, I feel 3 was the low one out of that, and 3 was still great.
Yeah. And then you go back a little further to like 97, and you got Bedan Coban.
For Fifth Element. Friday's great. Dead Presidents is great. You need to watch Dead Presidents eventually. That one's dark. It's about people coming back from the Vietnam War and having to do things to survive. It doesn't exactly go great.
Okay, I can mess with that.
He plays a guy that went to the war and got a little too into the drugs that they headed out in Vietnam.
Okay. So
we're doing that one, and then the other movie tonight is Walking Tall, The Rock.
The Rock. And what was our connection that we made to this?
The fact that they both have no issues cracking jokes, but they both take a bit of a serious note about protecting their neighborhood. It's not a very good connection.
Not a very good connection, but then again, they didn't have much of a connection with a lot of other things.
Yeah, and the fact that you've already seen The Rundown, which would have been the other one I would have paired up with Walking Tall, kind of left me with very few choices.
The Rock? Yeah.
Well, they also came out around the same time.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
The Rock had a really vicious career in that.
Still does,
but I mean, during that short period of time, he just
and I feel like it was
Scorpion King, Rundown, Walking Tall, Scorpion King 2 technically.
He wasn't in Scorpion King.
He wasn't in 2. What was the other westerny one that he was in?
Westerny one.
Like it was not a westerny one, like a Saharan desert-esque one.
I'm not sure. I know he did a Hercules
Scorpion King,
movie,
and
but
I'm
that
just
was
getting
recently.
my.
I know that in anticipation for the Scorpion King being this big thing, they very badly CGI'd his face onto a very bad
fucking damn it, that
scorpion
was bad.
monster in the second Mummy movie.
Yeah, God, and
that movie I enjoyed. That scene was terrible.
God, That face.
Speaking of The Rock, they just announced the third Jumanji movie.
I'm not mad at it.
I didn't think the second one was needed. I didn't watch it. Everyone says it's great. I'm not going to be down on it, but I just didn't think it was needed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to keep going lower.
Just so much
We're talking
WWE stuff.
Yeah, but we're talking early 2000s.
I know. Doom,
I forgot
Walking
about
Tall, Rundown, Scorpion King.
Yeah, I forgot about Doom. I enjoyed Doom. I don't know why people hated it so much.
Southland Tales, I think I'm thinking of.
No. I think this is the boxer one, isn't it?
I don't know. I remember during that time there was another one. Gridiron Gang. Holy shit.
Gridiron Gang was good. That was when he was still going by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Gridiron Gang is a good one. That's the one where he's the football coach for the kids that are in juvie.
Yeah. Game plan. Pretty much his daughter is just messing up his life, even though it's the best thing in his life.
I enjoyed the game plan.
Game plan was good.
It was a fun little one. It was Disney.
Was it?
Yeah.
The one that I didn't like him in was Tooth Fairy.
Didn't watch it. You know they made the sequel with Larry the Cable Guy?
I don't know what to think about that.
Yep.
And then Cheaper by the Dozen.
Well, no, he wasn't in this.
I know, but I'm just looking like more like this, and I'm like, oh my god.
People hated the first one when comparing it to the original, and I'm like, I enjoyed it.
Oh my god, the pacifier.
Yeah, you're just falling down a rabbit hole of other random shit.
You're right.
So tonight we're doing Friday and Walking Tall. Next week's we'll connect a bit better because hopefully next week we're gonna do what this week's was gonna be. We're gonna do a Gene Wilder night, and it's going to be Blazing Saddles and Haunted Honeymoon. Which I also do believe Haunted Honeymoon is also Mel Brooks, so it's like a double connection thing because Blazing Saddles I know is Mel Brooks, who by the way just celebrated his 93rd birthday.
Happy birthday!
And if anyone has any suggestions for connected movies that whether it's they're actually connected or they have connections through being kind of in the same
genre,
same feel.
Because we did murder mystery.
Yeah, we did like a murder mystery. We did like the goofy end and the serious end of a murder mystery.
Yeah.
And today we're doing like two versions of protecting your town.
Yeah.
Or neighborhood and town. And next week we will do just Gene Wilder movies.
Gene Wilder, and then after that, Leslie Nielsen.
We could probably look into some Leslie Nielsen.
Because
if you wanted, we could do a Leslie Nielsen comedy and a Leslie Nielsen serious because he's in Creepshow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we could probably do that. I want to save horror movies for October, but I think we could get away with eating one of them up.
Eat the creep.
Yeah, totally.
Now, hold on. Before we do our wrap up, we're going to be nixing one of our referral codes.
Yes. So as always, you can still get Tokyo Treat. Use our Tokyo Treat code. Go and get yourself some yummy, good, delicious stuff from another country.
But we're going to be nixing our Loot Crate code.
Yeah, we're going to pull our Loot Crate code.
Any reason to why?
I have been getting Loot Crate for, I want to say 5 years now. I've been a Loot Crate person, give or take. I'm pretty sure about 5 years. And the last couple months, the crates have been showing up later and later. There's been a lot of issues with items needing to be sent out in the next crate, and I've been trying to be very understanding and not hold it against them. But they kind of just pushed me over the edge this month with they didn't send a shirt like they're supposed to. They put an item off. Other people that got loot crates are just getting random crap that they've sent out in other loot crates, so they're literally just tossing the boxes. I saw people getting patches that others of us got several crates ago. I saw people getting not getting the patches like me. It was just kind of all over the place.
The coin.
The coin's the item that's put off till the next crate. Okay. But then there's the fact that when we didn't get a shirt, instead we got 2 books, which sounds a hell of a lot better than a shirt, except that they're 2 books we already got in previous crates. In fact, they were in one crate, one in another crate. So technically we got items from 2 previous crates in this one crate. This is after last month they had thrown in some shooting targets that they had previously given, and I think my second loot crate I'd ever gotten. And the only reason I remember is because I fucked up my subscription and got that loot crate twice back in the day. And there's the fact that this loot crate I got yesterday, which would have been the 2nd. My shipping information said the crate should have showed up the 5th of this month, but by the way, this is May's crate.
So we're a month and a half technically behind.
I'm
'Cause
getting
isn't it
May's
supposed to be-
crate the 3rd of July.
Isn't it supposed to be
2nd July.
like middle of the month?
Roughly, yeah. They take they used to take the money. They used to be that they would take the money from your account when you started the subscription. So mine was like the 11th of every month, and then
Okay.
from there they would ship out. Now they've changed it to where they take it on the 1st, and they ship it. And you should have it a little ways into the month, which has just gotten further and further back.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing people. I saw one person whose DX crate just got pushed back to August. And this is supposed to be his May crate, I think he said.
That's ridiculous.
I'm seeing other people who are saying that they have ordered the horror crate that they just launched, and that their information that their shipping date kept getting pushed back and has just altogether been canceled or deleted.
That's absurd. And then some in the UK. Shout out to Ashens. He opened up a loot crate and he's like, "I already received the shirt. I like the shirt, but I already received the shirt." And that's a bit jarring that you guys can't just go out and just quickly slap out a hey, Shark Robot, help us out. Do a handshake, buy out some things from Shark Robot and purchase a 1,000-unit shirt and just throw them out.
One of the things that me and you first talked about when we were talking about doing the podcast was when it came to advertisers, I only wanted companies we had tried
or enjoyed.
And enjoyed.
Yes.
If it was a company I tried and hated, well, I'm not going to advertise it. And I don't want to say I hate Loot Crate, but I can't in good conscience continue to promote something that isn't giving out quality work. They have a chance to fix it for me as a customer still. I have not canceled my subscription yet. I mean, let them have time to fix this. If this problem doesn't get fixed, I haven't contacted them yet, but when I do, if I get blown off or anything like that, then I'll probably cancel my Loot Crate, which really sucks because I love getting my loot. I look forward to my Loot Crates every month.
But now it's not every month; it's every other month.
Yeah, every other month, every 2 months.
Yeah.
But if they fix this problem and make me feel better as a customer, then the next step is for them to make me feel better as an advertiser, and then we'll consider putting the link back up. But for now, we've pulled the link off the old episodes, and we won't be putting it on this one.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to take that spot, or any of the other open spots we have for advertisements, please let us know.
Hey, Dollar Shave Club. Hey, NordVPN. Hey, I can go for hours on different.
Start sending some emails. No.
I've sent a few.
I'm just giving you shit, man.
Motherfucker.
But no, for now, go and show some love to a different subscription crate. Go give some love to Tokyo Treat. Experience another culture.
There's a Dollar TE Club that is actually really nice. That
I'm plugging our actual.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know, but I'm just saying. That for $6, you get yourself a nice set of brand new teas that are curated and made. And hey, if you guys want to sponsor us, or if you want to,
we can actually really use that because we have so many teas from you sitting down in my cupboard right now that are going undrank because you drink 1 or 2 cups for the episode and that's it.
Yeah, I need to take some home. Shut. But overall, we're hoping to get something big.
I'm hoping to even put Loot Crate back if they can fix their problems.
Yeah,
I'm not happy I have to pull this, but I have to be honest with myself and be honest with the listeners because
it sucks.
Yeah, this was my big thing. I wasn't going to sponsor. It was my number one rule. I wasn't going to sponsor companies that I wasn't happy with.
Yeah. Well, enough of that though. Glad you guys joined us. Do like us on everything that you can. Tweet us at the links in our description channel.
Hell, you can even shoot us emails at the UglyMugsPodcast@gmail.com.
Exactly. Other than that, do tweet us out. Tell people about us. I'm sure we're gonna probably be on iHeartRadio anytime now.
Is that still giving us harsh times?
I don't know.
I know that they've actually gone to the point of being their own actual production company for podcasts. So I'm wondering if the companies, the ones that they're not producing, are kind of taking back burner right now.
I hope not. I mean, we're on Spotify. Spotify's a big one.
Yeah, and with Spotify, the best thing that you guys could do for us is make a channel. You make a channel for the Ugly Mug podcast. You know how you make channels based off an artist?
Yeah.
Do it for us. It'll play an episode for us, and then it'll start playing other things you might like that are kind of in our wheelhouse. That's how Spotify kind of lets you know that, oh hey, you do like them, is through the making channels.
Okay. new to me, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, I kind of went into how podcasts work on Spotify, and it's more about making channels for things you like and less about catching them through other things.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us once again. Catch us next week where we'll talk about the movies we've seen and hopefully come up with some new teas and new coffees.
Well, there'll always be a new coffee.
There's going to always be a new coffee, but I'm going to probably keep drinking the same old teas so that way I can start
keep fighting him on getting new teas.
Because there's so many teas down there that I can just reuse again.
Yeah, the problem is this bag of coffee, the Chameleon, which was actually really good, despite the fact that I keep losing the bag. Bad joke?
Bad joke.
Bad joke. I'm going to drink it for breakfast tomorrow. Lauren's going to drink it for breakfast tomorrow. I'm going to drink it with dinner tonight. I drink coffee all day long.
Yeah.
You pretty much drink teas on Thursdays.
I drink teas on Thursdays and whenever I'm having a hard time sleeping because I got chamomile at home.
Yeah. So we got to start maybe even take some with you to work.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could. Well, how do I boil water at work?
You don't have one of those coolers in the back of the hot tab? You just run all the way over here.
Yeah, I know, right?
On your lunch break.
Shit.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Too much ginseng.
Not enough.